Hello, internet friends, and welcome to Quests in Cthulhu. Thank you for spending part of your geekend with us. We really appreciate it, and we think we're going to have some fun tonight, even with these players. It has been a week. We were at DundraCon many of us were at DundraCon all weekend. It was a wonderful time. The nice folks at Chaosium, the makers of Call of Cthulhu, gave us a little prize to give away today. So we have their official set of Horror on the Orient Express dice.
Nice. Don't let Thomas anywhere near those.
All explosive.
In honor of this, we have to get on a train.
Yes. I heard the very pause there.
Yeah.
I believe the top number on each one is an elder sign for these. So they are lovely dice. And as a special bonus, Amy will not be rolling these before we give them to you.
You betcha.
So that makes them even better. We want to thank Gordon Biersch, our sponsor, who gives us beer. Once again, I'm given to understand it's lovely. I will take people's word for that. And thank you, Gordon Biersch.
Mm-hmm.
Make root beer. Our friends at Nord Games.
Yes.
But don't tell anybody.
Our friends at Nord Games, you can use the code Chaotic20 to get 20% off anything in their stack. They have, as you see if you watch the other games, Natural One or Chaos Agents, they have these critical hit or fumble decks that are, I think, a really great addition to the game and do some neat stuff. The teleprompter just went away. Somebody's got a Kickstarter, and I'm trying to remember who. Oh, there it is. Nord Games as well. They've got their Kickstarter, 5 days left. Ultimate Guide to Alchemy, Crafting, and Enchanting. And again, they use the Oxford comma, which makes me happy. It actually looks really cool. There's some neat stuff in there. 5 days left on that. It has funded big time, and it's going to new stuff. And I believe some of the stretch goals are actually adding content to the book. So that's really cool. It has a chance to be even bigger than it already is. So check that out. And there will be a code in the chat that will let you do that. So we were at DundraCon. We put on a seminar. Thanks to everybody that came. It was awesome. NGC 7465, Seth. I don't know fake names. 457-867-5309. Seth, it was great to see you there, and I got to meet Duke Fleeg, who I'm given to understand is actually a Duke.
Oh, yes.
Very exciting to learn that.
Nice.
And
SCA Duke.
Yeah.
and he demands that everyone address him as a Duke, which is kind of weird, but it's sure whatever it takes. And we had several other folks come by. It was great to play, and I actually I ran Cthulhu a couple times for Chaosium, a 2-hour demo game, and one of those demos was almost this table. I sat down, and it was Amy, it was Thomas, it was Julie, it was Seth who joined us for that game. That was really fun. And two poor people who had no idea what was going on. It was
all of the in-jokes.
That was fun.
It was a lot of fun, and I really enjoyed it. If only because I got to drag Thomas spent half the game being dragged by a horse all over Heckingon, and Amy ended the game breathing fire on a unicycle. That's
what Emma does.
Yeah,
That's wonderful.
Why would you burn up a perfectly good unicycle?
No.
So she was riding the unicycle.
Well, why get on a horse when you can get on a unicycle, sir?
Yeah.
True.
To drag Thomas around.
It would be harder to drag
That's
him
what the
around.
horse was doing.
Yes.
It would be harder to drag him around than a unicycle.
Yeah.
It was
strong man.
It was big fun. We had a great time. Go to gaming conventions. It doesn't matter if we're there or not. Go to gaming conventions. It's a great way, to meet people in your area who are playing games, and maybe you find folks that you can play a game with there, and you get into a group. That has happened to me several times. Most of the time, it was great. The other times, I end up with this lot. Gaming conventions are the best way. Try out new systems. Every time you go to a gaming convention, play a system you've never played before, because it is. You learn so much about how you feel about the mechanics of games and that sort of thing by trying new systems. I do it every con. I play one game with a game I've never played before, and do it a short game so that you're not in for 8 hours of terribleness. But it's a great chance to try stuff out. It's also a great chance if you want to run something, run a game at a con, run just a 4-hour game. It is. anybody can do anything for 4 hours. And so it's great to get those reps because GMing is about reps. The more you do it, the better you get at it. And you just have to take that leap and run a game. At cons, people sign up for everything. There were a lot of really terrible games at DungeonCon that were full. And people had a great time. It was mostly D&D.
Sold.
Yeah, it was all Adventure League.
It was all in the Adventure League. But so go to gaming conventions. They're awesome. The last thing, we have a special presentation. My second favorite Twitch user, my lovely wife Rachel, finally completed.
I think that was 2 weeks before she went from first to second.
No. The Baroness is my favorite. It's always been the Baroness.
Gotcha.
Rachel finished this cross stitch for our good friend Amy.
Yes!
That's amazing.
But I'm only going to give it to her if she hangs it in her cubicle at work. That's the.
I'm gonna have to. Well, let's hope that nobody can read fine print because
No one can read cursive anymore, man.
Yeah, I was about to say because it says, and she gave no fucks, not even one, and she lived happily ever after. The end.
I love it.
The
That's
motto
awesome.
of my life.
That's
So
awesome.
Right here.
look for Rachel's semi-offensive
Yep.
cross stitch
Yep,
Etsy
exactly.
store coming soon.
That's what you should call it, semi-offensive.
Yeah.
Semi-offensive cross
Fancy,
stitch.
not fancy fucks.
Yes! That's better.
That URL is already taken.
Yes, I can imagine.
It's a high-class English porn website. It is, or so I've heard.
Everything is classy fucks. Yes.
Welcome to Fancy Fox.
I don't know what that
Plays the
voice was, but I
masterpiece.
love
The
it.
masterpiece theater music is
Yes.
playing over like an awful sex scene, and corgis randomly are.
Oh no.
All right, we are.
Twitch cut the stream.
We are far afield.
Yes.
I love
I don't know
it.
what's happening.
What are we doing tonight?
I don't ask those questions.
This is,
Me and my hat.
Who are you people?
So thank you to our sponsor, fancyfucks.org. It's a nonprofit, so they can. All right. Now that I have ruined everything.
I love it.
This isn't gonna go well on YouTube.
No.
Is it
Now's the
going
time
on
to have
YouTube?
funerals, shoot stuff. This is our chance.
Right?
Yes.
So, last week, 2 weeks ago, really.
weeks ago. 2 weeks
ago.
Last episode.
Yes.
Our heroes traveled to the Bent Pyramid to perform a ritual to create an elder sign. And Silvano and the Doctor are using the headdress and the two scepters as essentially power batteries to not have to use any sacrifice of their own magic or their own soul to create this elder
blood.
sign. Or yeah, well, that also
If I had
works.
known that was a supplement, I might have used that.
Hit points. Sign me up.
Yeah, those come back. I can always make
Have
more
you seen our
blood.
first aid rolls?
Oh, yeah.
You're right.
I can't get it closed again.
Wait, I'm looking up hemophilia. Hold
Yes,
on.
wait.
And so that ritual is ongoing. It's about 3 a.m, and in the room, in the chamber in this pyramid that you found, Alexandra is trying to stay awake, bored silly.
The light show is
on, yeah.
happening.
And only now there's a light show happening.
That's starting to wake her up. Yusef was starting to get bored, and then the light show started, and now things are exciting. And then,
And then.
Yep.
and then the only person who actually got bored, and actually Emma was put off by the vile display of heathenism that was going on in here, and
All the sleeping and eating.
Why are you sleeping and eating in a church?
Ritual is fine.
yeah, that's right. Yeah, I need to go find some begatting. That's right. And
What?
she likes to buy one Bible joke.
I was going to say, the people who grew up in the Bible, you
Yes, we
can
know
tell.
that. Yeah.
You know, as you grow up in the Bible, it gets harder and harder because you're getting bigger and it's not. It's certainly.
It's true, you break out of it eventually.
Yeah. So you left and then made a fine decision to
They all are.
wander in to the other pyramid, the Red Pyramid, on your own, and just see, hey, what's going on?
Yeah, just look
And
around.
you found an empty, boring chamber until you looked closer and saw hieroglyphics, and the hieroglyphics were something of a choose-your-own-adventure of the last portion of your life. And the last thing you saw in there were you depicted in hieroglyphics with 3 gentlemen behind you with guns.
I thought it was one.
One guy with a gun, but the
Okay.
other 2. It's the 3 toughs that you hired have been, and you turned around and there were those 3 toughs, and they all their eyes were black, and one of them was pointing a gun at you. So that's where we're gonna pick it up. First of all, over here, I want everybody to make a listen roll. You 2 need an extreme success.
This is for a gunshot.
We don't know. We can find out.
Where's Emma?
You're having 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Everyone not named Emma.
Oh, that hurt.
Not extreme.
Sorry.
I didn't make it.
Nope.
Oh,
We have,
But I would have.
there is the small matter, since you might want to use this.
yes.
We might want to use this.
I have 2 inspiration, as always,
Thanks, Jay Matthews.
from my buddy Dave Matthews Band, 87.
Wow.
Old people shouldn't do that. You, I believe, have 3 left.
Does Emma have one of those?
Yes, one is actually specifically
Yes.
Emma's.
Yeah,
Yes.
because
And then we had 2.
Oh, that almost went
so
in.
close.
Then we had the other 2.
Oh, wow. We love that.
I hit the.
Hey!
Damn it! I moved the Cthulhu.
But here's the
moose
good
open.
news. Our buddy Seth
Hi, Seth.
Oh.
has 500 bits for me,
Boo.
but
Funny.
only
Why?
if something happens. I don't get to use this until something happens that you won't know about.
Oh,
Okay.
Was this a
crap.
secret discussion that
come
you 2
on.
had?
crap.
I don't have secret discussions.
He only
I
has
thought-
secret discussions.
I talk too
me
loud to have secret discussions. And Tamago Tora.
Who got us into this mess in the first place?
Yeah.
Well, he's trying to make up for it.
Okay.
By here's 600 bits for good things to happen. So you know
Thank
what?
you.
Get right on that. Oh man.
Sure.
Yeah.
I would like to use it to re-roll because I missed the listen and I've got a 62
and
in
you actually have a
listen.
chance.
Yeah, you have a
I have a reasonable chance.
You're gonna need a good. So they need an extreme success.
We're not.
You're gonna need a hard success.
didn't get
so
it.
I'm going to
I
need
didn't
at
get
least 30.
Use all the inspiration.
31.
Yes, use it all.
Knowing that, my chances are a lot lower.
You have a better chance than any of the 4
Yeah.
of us.
God,
You
that's
got
fair.
a puncher's chance.
Do it.
That's fair.
Do it.
Seconded?
What is a
Go for it.
puncher's
Suck
chance?
it.
I
Yeah,
swear
I
I've
seconded
asked
from
this
the other
before.
pyramid.
So it's a weird boxing phrase
Nope.
that says that
I mean, I got a success, but it was not a
Yeah,
hard
it's
success.
it's the idea that anybody can knock anybody out.
Oh.
And so, like, if you're like you're fighting Mike Tyson, maybe you knock him out. Probably not, but you got a puncher's chance.
Oh, I thought it was a
Generally, it
punter's
means
chance.
No, you don't.
Interesting.
Stop telling
I
people
don't.
that. Stop. Don't tell anybody that.
Okay. That's a
Stop
different
trying to
one.
fight Mike Tyson.
Exactly.
Oh man, a Fresh Prince reference.
Was it?
Yeah, the Fresh Prince had a
That's a
song.
song.
Back when the Fresh Prince was the Fresh Prince, he had a song. I think I'm gonna fight Mike Tyson.
I missed that.
Bad idea.
We have a similar concept in the SCA, but it's a longer phrase. Any fighter, any day.
There you go. Yeah.
it's
So
a punter's
so
chance.
nobody made the listen roll.
Not the extreme.
I got a success, but it was not a hard success.
Everything's
so no.
fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So we cut to you.
Yep.
The 3 guys who you so recently hired, one of them is holding a gun on you, and the other 2 are just sort of shambling menacingly. Their eyes are totally black.
Okay.
They seem otherwise normal. They're not like zombies or anything like that. And the one with the gun just motions you to like walk out of the pyramid.
Okay, that's fine.
All right.
Yep.
So one of them is in front of you. The one with the gun is right behind you, and the other one is behind him.
Okay.
They will lead you to that other. Remember, there are 2 entrances to this pyramid.
Yes.
They lead you to the one that is blocked off.
Oh boy.
And they take those planks off, and they lead you into that part of the pyramid, where there are torches on the wall. So you begin rising up into the pyramid, and you come into a chamber, and there are torches on the wall. They pull one of the torches, and the proverbial secret door opens, and you walk in and you start to descend. And you descend for a good several minutes. And you come out in a very familiar throne room.
Okay.
It's empty right now. So there are columns. There are columns they seem like they're alabaster. The top of them are some sort of gemstone that you can't tell. They sort of sparkle in the light. All the way down the hall of these 6 columns is a giant throne, which is empty. And the guy with the gun just like motions you into the chamber.
Okay. All right, so I go.
All right, as soon as you enter the chamber, the wall just cycles closed, and you are sealed in this chamber.
Okay.
And we'll come back to you.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Did the professor with us make a listen check?
Oh, that's right, Professor Kafur is with you. I'll make a roll for him.
Who knows everything?
Yeah.
Guys, do you hear
Sanity is tenuous at best.
Jeez. Did he get like a 1?
I just rolled an ought 9.
Wow.
Oh, my man.
All right, so
He's like, I think I hear the breaking of boards.
which one of you two does he trust more? You're an academic. You're actually competent.
He might trust Dr.
Yeah.
Yeah, but those two are
Well,
busy.
yeah, we're occupied.
Yeah, no, he's like,
Okay.
he's entranced by he's like fascinated by them, and he doesn't want to end that because they're doing something cool.
I think I would probably be hanging out with him because I'm also entranced with the process right now.
So yeah, you're like sitting
Yes.
next to him. You're kind of there, but you're just like at this point you were like using a knife to like get stuff out of your nails. You were just like, are they done chanting? No.
It's been only 4 hours of
Oh,
this.
good, something's floating. You know, and all of a sudden you see Dr. Kafur go like, "Where's the woman who was with you?"
Oh, the priestess? Oh, she's probably just in the hallway.
Okay.
Maybe she was hungry. I'm still hungry.
All right. Yeah. You have placated him. So
Do I catch that conversation?
make a listen roll.
Nope.
Nope, you are
asleep.
busy wishing you were elsewhere. Sure, yeah, you
Bye,
have,
Emma.
you have
Bye.
set you have set his mind at ease. In the middle of this, you are chanting, and your entire being is focused on this chanting. You can hear him, he can hear you. That's all that exists in this world. Both of you hear a voice that only you have heard before, the headdress. And the headdress says, look, I know it's none of my business, but she's probably gonna die.
Who?
Me?
Oh,
No.
the staff's not.
The
they're
one
not
that was
enough?
wearing the one that was wearing me first.
How? When?
She just went in the Red Pyramid. She's in Nyarlathotep's throne room right now.
What?
Oh, damn it.
I'm gonna make you an offer.
Shit.
You can react to that, end the ritual. Possibly it's successful, possibly it isn't, and go help Emma, or you can complete the ritual. And you both have
Can
to.
we discuss?
You both get, yeah.
Oh, good. Okay.
I think we have to stop the ritual.
But if we finish the ritual, it will help because we have the sword with the.
Well, we're making this for Emma. If she's dead, there's really.
Oh!
I mean, look, a lot of people can use a sword.
Well, no, but
But we can help her.
I feel pretty shitty if I made this for her and let her die. Like that's kind of so I stopped chanting.
All right.
Oh, Christ. I made you something, and I just like flunked on my corpse.
It's like all melted and warped now. It's like still good. She'll like it.
Well, did we get anything? Did we get anything?
I don't know. I'm
on,
gonna
it's a
grab
long
it though
quote.
because
I
it's a
have-
freaking sword.
So, both of you make me a luck roll. If you both make this roll,
Nope.
Here it comes.
here comes the inspiration.
Oh my god!
What'd you roll? What'd you roll?
I rolled a 13.
Oh.
So you both made it. All right. So
No one's more shocked than we are.
So here's what happens. The headdress says, look, I'm going to show you both how to use all the power in those scepters. You can recharge them again, but we're going to let it go in one blast. Hopefully this fixes this. And it ends the ritual now. Do you want this knowledge?
Yes.
Yes.
All
No,
right.
but yes.
So
Yes.
And no.
you two in this room, suddenly the chanting stops, and you see those two going like.
How's the professor react to that?
Oh, hey, good call.
He's not used to that happening in the ritual.
Oh my! All right, yeah.
He's like, oh, should have used blood.
That doesn't look good at all.
All right, he is gonna lose.
Uh-oh.
Oh boy.
Yes, he does not care for. Like he is like backing up against the wall.
Is this bad?
So that's actually how you notice. You've been taking notes so
Yeah.
feverishly. All of a sudden, the doctor's like, "Oh my!" and he's like backing up.
Is this not good? Is this not good? Is it not supposed to do that?
I'm going to stand up and be like, what?
I mean, since it's how to use the scepters, I just should just do
Are
it
we
to her.
supposed to do something?
That's what I think. I'm not going to need
Mr.
this
Channeling the
knowledge.
power. Mr. Channeling the power.
I'm gonna make you an offer.
Oh no, here's Moore's offer.
You can take that attitude, and be like, "It's only the scepters," and give the full jolt.
Ah! You keep making me choose
I do
whether or
do
not
it.
to be an ass.
Yes.
And my inclination
Is
To be an ass?
do you? Do you?
Do you?
Do you really?
Do you, whatever you is.
I mean, are we able to communicate any of this?
Sure. Well,
Are you serious? You want the full force of this?
No, but you're gonna do yourself anyway.
No, no,
All
decline
right.
the offer. No.
all right. So,
All right.
thought
my
you were- I thought you were-
estimation went up.
I thought you were crazy enough to be like, I can take it all. I want it all. And be
all right.
like,
Woo-hoo-hoo. You each take 3 points of damage
okay.
as the ceremony ends, and you are both flung against separate walls of this room, and like do the bug sliding down the windshield sort of thing. You also both need to make sanity rolls.
Yeah. This is all completely normal.
You should make
Yes.
this roll.
Yes.
All right. If you make the roll,
Yes.
you lose 3 sanity.
Whoa.
You
I'm gonna be down to starting sanity.
It's not a bad thing.
You are lucky we don't have any ice creams in this studio.
we need to take a break
At some point.
like a train ride.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
The Orient Express is great for your sanity until it blows up.
Yep.
Thomas.
Trans-Europe Express.
Just don't load it with explosives. It's very simple.
Put Thomas
Simple.
on it.
Yeah.
So there's that.
cool.
So,
cool.
you,
Cool.
You both like have imprinted on your brain
Oh.
essentially the way to hardwire and like use those to their full force.
Sweet.
But it's gonna hurt every time you do it.
Yeah.
Not my concern.
We do it when it's needed.
Sure.
Or
Much
when
like
it's-
the atom bomb. I'm sure 1 will give them the message, but 2 will really hammer it home. So yeah, you both like pick yourself up.
Get the guns. Emma's gonna die.
What?
Yeah. No,
I scamper towards the
She went to the
scimitar.
other pyramid.
You pick it up.
shit.
This
Turn him into
scimitar
one.
Uh-oh.
is glowing with a soft blue light with this symbol
Soft blue elder sign.
embedded
Got
in
it.
Okay, so I
Nice.
have these and this.
It does not stop glowing. It's quite a conversation piece.
I'm sure.
Wow.
Yeah, no, as soon as they say Emma's in the other pyramid, I'm going to turn and run.
Okay.
Yeah. No, we're going.
All right. So you're in this room. It's empty. On the wall, there are a bunch of friezes,
Okay.
paintings essentially that have
Okay.
different information on
Yeah.
them. And
What can I, like walking around, and he'll let me walk around, right?
you're
Okay. What can I see?
so the one that you find most interesting. Let's see if my good friends at the H.P. Lovecraft Society actually did this one. No. Let's see if Chaosium did, because it's a really great image.
And by great, you mean blood dripping down a pyramid?
Looking forward to this.
Yeah, great.
Yeah,
So
fantastic.
what he
you
said.
see on the wall, there is a stylized but very clear map of the eastern hemisphere
Okay.
of the planet. There is no. This is no.
And is it, from my knowledge, accurate to current day, or is it like an old
It
map?
does, yeah, it does
Okay.
look accurate.
Like, does it say like Istanbul? Does it say Constantinople? Does it say?
There is no key, unfortunately.
Istanbul, not Constantinople.
Nope, Rex. Okay, so it is a stylized map. There are three red gems on it,
Okay.
and if I were really a mean person, I'd make you make a geography roll. But you are a world traveler.
Yep.
So those three are somewhere in East Africa,
Okay.
probably Kenya.
Yep.
Seems Kenya-ish.
Okay.
Somewhere in the ocean near Japan,
Okay.
and somewhere in Australia. And they essentially make a pyramid.
Okay. And what side of Australia? Is it like
it's
Melbourne,
like
Sydney?
west.
So it's
West
okay.
side.
So they essentially make a pyramid, a triangle, I should
Okay.
say, here. And then there is this arc. This arc that is inlaid in there.
Okay.
And let's see, make an intelligence roll.
Yeah. Okay. That's how I got into here.
No, you ended up because of a power roll.
Yeah. No. It's my intelligence 20. It's not really gonna matter.
So the 3 points, like you don't know the arc is, why is it different than the 3 points? There's something weird about the arc
Okay.
that you don't really grok, but
Okay.
it is clearly a different representation than the other 3. And the other thing that I'll give you is that everything in this room seems ancient.
Okay.
This seems relatively new.
Okay.
Keeping this up.
So can I ask so which one seemed more, the one that spoke to me is the one I want to engage with?
Oh no, they're gone.
Oh,
they
okay.
stayed. They didn't come in the room. You
Oh.
are totally alone.
Okay.
So steal
Oh.
stuff, sit on
Yeah.
the throne.
Start a fire.
Oh, jeez.
Well, I want to sit
Oh,
on
where's
the
the
throne.
headdress when I need
Yes.
right here.
I want to sit on the throne, but I should actually, is there anything that would look like a lever? Like I want to touch the gems.
Oh boy.
on the columns?
No, on
Oh, the 3 on the map?
Just
Okay.
whatever I can touch, because something has got to be a lever to get me back out of here. So I'm
That makes a
doing
lot of sense.
whatever that is.
So the gems, there are 3 little rubies in there. Which, were you a different sort of person? You could probably pry out.
The question is, if it's me, do I accidentally knock one out because I just fall upstairs?
No, they are very well stuck in there.
Okay.
They are blood red.
Okay.
And there's no hinges there or anything like that.
Okay.
You come to another wall that you're searching, and this one is another it's some sort of map that you just can't figure out because
Okay.
there's no frame of reference. You can make, if you have it, an astronomy roll.
No.
All right, yeah, no.
You have at least one, right?
No, but does it look like stars to me?
star
Like,
map.
can I guess? Because the
not a
Dark
thing.
Pharaoh is.
Oh.
The
You know
Dark
what? I'll
Pharaoh
give you an intelligence roll.
Oh,
with
still
that.
pointless. But like the Dark Pharaoh is.
That's true.
like-
Yeah.
We
You
have
just
noticed every
made
time we've gone
a
there.
star
Yeah.
roll. You just
Whoa.
made an intelligence
Yep.
roll.
Wow.
You recognize a couple of stars,
Yeah.
but then others that you don't recognize.
Okay.
So you're like, oh, you see a constellation. So we'll put it in a way Emma could understand.
What's the
Like,
constellation?
You see. Oh gosh, I don't know what constellations show up in Africa in this period.
Yeah.
For the sake of whatever, you see a constellation that you would recognize that is appropriate for
Okay.
this night
For a
sky.
second. Okay.
Orion.
Yeah, the
I don't know
kind
if
of
Orion does Orion show up.
I don't
It
know.
does.
Okay, sure.
Okay.
Orion. I was going to say that's the closest
Don't add
one I
us.
could think of.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like,
Or
I
do.
don't really know.
Well, it's not that far from.
It has to do with the
Greece,
pyramids of Giza and the
so
alignment and
they're,
Yeah,
they're
but-
going to be.
I mean, I
But
see
for
Orion
Kenya.
Orion's over us most of the
Yeah,
time.
'cause
Yeah.
it's
We're still the
Kenya.
northern hemisphere.
Yeah.
Egypt's the northern hemisphere.
But we're talking
Yeah,
about Kenya.
No, we're talking Africa. So
but-
it's supposed to be southern
Oh, it's
hemisphere.
Cairo.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay.
So it's some constellation that
Okay.
you recognize, and you're like, oh, I know what that is.
Yeah.
What is the other things here? There are
Yeah.
other points there that
Okay.
you don't know what are. And then no lever there. And then the other 2 walls just have bas reliefs on them, all these art pieces
Okay.
that seem to have a lot of hieroglyphics,
Okay.
but you don't really understand them because hieroglyphics.
Like,
luckily, none of them show you with guns pointed at you, so
Okay.
that's a welcome change.
Is there anything? Yeah, hieroglyphics are tough, but is there
they're not.
anything that?
For you,
We're not there.
we're not there.
Is there anything that I would find to be repetitive, like
Oh, interesting.
something like I would assume it would be a name or something that I could remember and just be like, I saw
Sure.
this one thing
There
a lot,
is
and Joe should know about
Yes,
it.
you do see repeatedly
Okay.
an icon of some sort of a dark black, like basalt again, baby. There is a
Ew.
child that is completely dark black.
Okay.
And maybe you made a good roll on the intelligence roll. Maybe there's a mountain involved
Okay.
or a pyramid. There's a triangle involved somehow
Okay.
with this with the dark baby.
Okay. All right. So I start screaming, "Get me out of here! Help! Can anybody hear me? Help! Anyone?"
No one can hear you.
Okay. Are you talking to me? Like
Yes.
Okay.
Am I?
Well, I don't know. Lots of people talk to me. I'm kind of popular like that.
Who else is talking to you?
Well, the headdress is talking to me.
You put. Wait.
Wait,
You're not
what?
wearing the headdress.
No. No, we're not friends anymore.
How did the headdress get off of you?
I can't remember. I was
Where
knocked unconscious.
is the headdress?
It's somewhere, obviously. I mean, should I describe it? Do I need to go into the laws of physics to you? Matter cannot be
headdress-
created nor destroyed.
The headdress is here.
Is it?
Have you brought me the headdress of eyes?
Oh shit! I didn't bring it.
And the staffs.
Well,
Tell
I
me
tell
again.
you what.
What? So where? You know what? Before we get into, I'll tell you what. What is this place?
This is my throne room.
I thought you had throne rooms like in the universe. Do you have one? This is the only one on the Earth.
Would you like me to give you a physics lesson?
Yes. Yes. I have a 10 intelligence.
This throne room exists across time and space.
Okay, kind of.
Here's why that matters to you.
Okay.
Remember the first time you were here and I talked about how there were rules to the game?
Yeah.
Those rules don't matter here.
So Emma's struggling to be like, so is this one place in all places, or is this a place that connects to other places?
Yes.
Don't do that to me. My brain is gonna blow up.
Let me simplify this for you.
Thank you.
I'm going to give you the opportunity to save your friends.
Okay.
And he gestures, and one of the walls, dissolves. And when it dissolves, you see these four, at the doorway where the boards have been pulled off, and up the passageway, you see two kind of Anubis-headed horrors, going into the wall and joining the hieroglyphics, waiting for them in ambush.
Okay.
I'm going to give you the opportunity to save your friends, but I'm also going to give you the opportunity to save so many more people. And he gestures again, and some place that you don't recognize, is it a mosque maybe? Is being destroyed by a giant flying terror.
Okay.
And everyone in this place, and there seem to be hundreds of, many people in this place, is just being torn apart by this thing. These are visions that I'm going to help you avoid. All you have to do is one little thing for me.
And that is?
All you have to do to avoid all of this bloodshed, which, let's face it, would be on your hands, is to go to the Mosque of Ibn Tulun in Cairo. You're a hero. Tell them that you want to help, that you wish to take the item that they protect, that you will bear its burden. Take this item and leave it in the Nile. That's all you have to do. And then you won't have to watch as your friends get torn to shreds. And you won't have to watch as all of these innocent people get slaughtered.
So, Emma's thinking about it, and it's Anubis type things.
Yes.
Can I? So to the GM, can
Yeah.
I roll? I don't know, maybe like
Offer me a roll.
they're all terrible rolls.
Oh, Cthulhu mythos. What could go wrong
Yeah,
with that?
exactly.
Always
Kind of.
take occult.
Where's my O's?
What?
Where's the O?
Occult over Cthulhu mythos.
They're almost the same number.
Which does not speak well for her
no.
Cthulhu
Oh
mythos.
man,
That means you have justification to not use Cthulhu mythos.
I have
That's all I'm
vacation.
saying.
I'm taking vacation.
Vacation. You tell the Dark Pharaoh you are on vacation.
I'm sorry. Could you come back in 2 weeks? I'm on vacation. I'm in the Bahamas. So Emma's having this idea, and she wants to sort
I
of
like it already.
test the
That's
idea.
that's the next episode. Emma's having this idea.
Can you lie?
She knows a spell on how to get rid of things.
Yes. Although it's somewhat specific, but you
Yeah,
think
that's why I was like, it's pretty specific.
you could maybe try it and see what happens.
Okay. All right.
I mean,
be distant
it wouldn't be a
cousins.
subtle maneuver.
No, it's not, especially since I suspect it would take some blood and whatever to make it happen.
Blood makes everything more powerful.
Yeah, it does. So, Dark Pharaoh, what's this item? First off, am I gonna have to wear like some dumb cape around town now? Like, what is
No.
it exactly?
Under no circumstances should you wear this item.
Oh, okay, that's good to know because I would probably have put it on.
It
still
would not
gonna.
go well for you if you did.
What is it?
That's not important.
Well, it kind of is important because if you tell me not to put it on, that means I'm pretty tempted to put it on. In fact, there's probably a 75% chance I'll put it on.
When you go to this mosque, the guardians of this mosque are guarding one thing.
Okay, you said.
That is the thing. It will be self-evident.
Bigger than a bread box.
We're playing werewolves now.
It's smaller than a bread box.
Yes.
Okay. And it's something that I shouldn't
Although
wear.
that really depends on what loaf of bread you have.
Sourdough.
Possibly.
Okay. And it's something you wear?
It's smaller
Yes.
than a loaf
It's
of
pretty?
sourdough.
I mean, maybe I'm not the right person for this, because again, I mean, I put the headdress on. What's going to stop me
Are
from
the
putting
Anubis
this
things
on?
tearing us apart yet?
only a constant can truly hold this item. There is a reason why these people guard this item but do not wield it.
What is it? Tell me. Please tell me. Please.
It is
Please. Please. Please tell me. Please.
it is the girdle of Nitocris.
That sounds uncomfortable. Are you going to wear it?
In a fashion.
What color is it?
Yes.
Got it. It's like Aleister Crowley colors.
I don't like that man.
Well, yeah, not many people do. He's a tough one to smell around. I don't know. Let me think about
You
it.
don't know.
What? What?
Fine. Let's watch.
No.
So,
Here we go.
you four are at the door.
got the city
Dr. Kafur is like, you must not go in there.
Why not?
Those boards were there for a reason.
For what?
That may be a little unsafe. We'll have to be
Well,
very
the
careful.
headdress is saying, right? The headdress is telling me to go. Well, the headdress is saying to, yeah, let's go.
You're being talked to by a headdress.
That's
It's an ancient headdress. It's very, very wise.
one of the least weird things around here. Look, if Emma's down there,
And I'm stepping
we're
through.
going to have to go.
That passageway goes up.
Then we go up.
Well, up is better than down.
Wait.
Is it?
In a period,
I actually
of course.
pause
The
on
lower we
that.
go, the more masses above us are precious.
No, I think we all pause and look at Yosef and go,
Up is better than down.
Oh, it certainly is.
Is that just
He hasn't
general
eaten
rule?
for a while. You got to forgive him.
I've read the
10
Necronomicon,
minutes.
and that made less sense than the Necronomicon.
Well, typically the burial chambers would be in the lower
Okay,
section, but
we can argue about this all day.
Emma's in danger.
going.
Yes, we're going.
Emma's in danger, we go.
Would someone like to try a persuade or something to get Kafur to go along, or do you want to let him not die and leave?
Oh,
the
yeah,
crowd?
I'd rather he not die. If he's not comfortable.
well, if he's not comfortable, he doesn't have to come with us.
Yeah.
I
That's
mean,
fine.
he doesn't have to, I'd like
He
him
can
to, though.
stand outside here and make sure other people don't
I
come
mean,
in.
we know that we're going into a very dangerous situation, so, like.
Where are those 3 men that you brought?
Good
Perhaps you could go find those fellows and bring
Or
them over
find
here.
somewhere safe.
Am I alone out here?
Apparently.
Hopefully.
Perhaps.
Did you want to stand guard for us out here?
No!
Okay, then, come on.
All right, let's go.
Come on this side.
We're going. We got to get Emma.
We're going. You can come or not as you see fit.
All right.
Do what you think is best.
Okay, we're ready to roll. We're
We're
ready
about
to
to
roll.
get-
It's
But there is likely
it's
danger
been a
this
while
way.
since I've been able to say that the Hefner
Ah, my
is
No,
engaging.
no.
Yes.
If he gives those to you, I'm gonna flip this table.
I will pay
On the count
to
of
see
3.
that.
That's a
Come
heavy
on,
table.
Hef. Come on. No, he's giving the players 1,500
Wow.
bits.
Hef, you
Oh man, that just died.
Hef, you wonderful bastard.
Ow, those were terrible.
You really lost your touch.
I
You started off so
These are
strong.
heavier. These are much
Yeah,
heavier.
those are yeah.
Yeah, no,
that
difference.
moving the beer to block it really threw me off.
Thank you.
Thank you, Hefner, as always.
Thank you.
So the Hefner. Wait, let me remember. I gotta remember my own bits. The Hefner is the evil moderator, and the Baroness is the good moderator.
Sure.
I think.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah. So
Together they
No,
strike
I think it's the other way
balance.
around.
Yeah.
Baroness is I can't. I won't live in a world where the Baroness is evil. I just won't.
Fair.
Well, she didn't give us bits, so.
Oh, hey.
No, she just gives us her time.
That's right. The Baroness is all that is right with the world. I won't have a word said against her.
Whoa.
It's getting spicy in here.
I like her better than I like my wife. It's
One,
on
two.
Twitch.
I feel like
on Twitch.
I think it's time for a break.
Yeah, it's about that time of
My
it.
marriage spirals out of control. Yeah, so you guys head in there, all excited to go.
Yes.
And
No,
you head
terrifying.
up a ramp, and you reach a landing, a small room, and lying in the room are the bodies of the 3 guys with their necks broken. Like, their heads are looking
I
the
kneel
other
down to
direction.
like check for a pulse and be like, what am I doing? Oh, no, that's there's
everybody
definitely
make
no.
a sanity
I'm rolling
roll.
for Sandy for this.
No! Kafur rolls 100.
Oh my.
Ouch!
I've seen way
Finally
worse.
failed the
I'm
sanity
good.
roll.
I've
I also
seen way worse
failed.
than this. I've done way worse
You
than
get an
this.
advantage die.
Thank you.
Is it because I check and there is a pulse?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Yeah, I made my sanity roll.
That is good. That is excellent. All right, who made the roll? All right, you lose 1 sanity.
Okay.
If you failed the roll and didn't fumble,
No.
you lose 3. Yes, you reach down, and it's not that there's a pulse, but you reach down and
Snicker a little more.
and the guy's eyes open and they are black.
Oh.
Kafur is right next to you going, is he dead? Ah, I was right! And Kafur starts chanting in a language you have never heard before.
None
None of us have heard.
None of you have ever
I've
heard
got this combination of ooh
Can I
and
roll a
like,
cold to see if I've heard it? Or,
Sure, you can try.
so.
You can certainly
No,
try.
I failed that.
All right.
That's actually a,
you know,
Did
it's
you
just-
a
fumble?
96 on my occult roll.
Awesome.
So that's bad.
All right, so you are trying to understand things that are so far beyond your ken, and then all of a sudden, it starts to make sense. And that both thrills you and terrifies you. So you are going to lose. Oh, yes.
Oh no.
Yes! You're going to lose 5 sanity.
Oh.
We'll get to that in a second. Oh, no. You are going
That's
to gain.
in one sitting. That's
Oh,
the
yeah.
thing.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's
But
the
you are
thing.
going to gain 5 Cthulhu mythos.
I'll take it.
I'll take it.
Welcome to the 5% club.
Wow.
Now, you
I like
have a
the
choice.
0%.
I don't have any yet.
Fight, flight, or freeze.
Freeze.
All right. So he's like Kafur starts chanting, and actually you're not frozen in fear. You're frozen in like
Yes.
concentration. You are just like trying to memorize every syllable he says, and they just slip away constantly, and it's maddening, almost literally.
Yes.
So the guy opens his eyes, doesn't move at all, just
Does it
opens
move?
his eyes.
Okay, I don't behead him.
Well, that's entirely appropriate. My second favorite Twitch user, my beloved wife, Squirrel on the Run, is giving the players 500 bits to spite me.
Thank you.
Thank you, Rachel.
I think she's my first favorite.
Yeah, I was going to say she's our number one favorite.
Number one.
We adore you, Rachel.
Half of that is mine.
Right. So, do I see the eyes fly open? But I definitely see the neck broke.
Did you make the sand roll?
I made the sand
then
roll.
you didn't see that.
Fantastic.
But you see me bring him like,
Yeah.
You
He
see
brings
him
up the
freaking
sword,
out. Okay.
and then he paused, and then he's like, okay.
No.
Yeah, I have daggers in my hand, looking around to see what in the hell that broke these guys' necks.
All right.
I'm gonna put a hand on the professor's shoulder.
He is chanting.
I know.
So,
Just.
and now he's like drawing a symbol in the air. Wow. And everywhere he draws, there's like a little acid after
Oh,
image.
wow. That's cool.
What's he doing?
I feel like we shouldn't let him finish.
On that, he finishes, and there's a door. And he's like, no. And he like opens the door, and he is through the door. And he's starting to close the door.
In hindsight, I wish I had paid much closer attention.
Door.
Teach me that!
He's leaving. He's leaving.
He's smart.
Let
That's
him go.
fine. Yeah.
Let him go. We
The door
have something to
slams.
do.
Yeah.
The door is gone.
We got
But I
something to do.
I say that. That's not a
you
joke.
really
There's
have
no.
Teach me.
He literally just noped out of here.
Yep.
That
Do you have a temporary insanity or something at this point?
Nope, you're
Truly wise.
You're focused on that, and you are, That's like you want to know
Yes.
what he did and how he did it, and you're like slightly obsessed with that.
Oh, boy.
And the fact that he's gone, is he around here? Maybe he's outside. I don't know.
I do a wide step around the bodies.
All right, and you're gonna keep going.
Yes,
Lots
we
of-
have.
Yeah.
Got
All right.
Emma.
Yeah.
I'm walking as well, but I'm like looking everywhere to see if I can spot what in the hell broke
right.
these guys'
Nobody
necks.
left behind.
You can
Nobody
end
left behind.
this.
He could be invisible.
Nobody left behind.
You can end this right now.
But okay, so what does the girdle do?
Should I take it?
I can't believe we're talking about a girdle.
It's the 20s.
Are you presumptuous enough to consider that I might negotiate? I have offered you the terms.
No, I just like
You can
just hang
accept.
on. I'll accept in a minute. But
You
I
have
just
accepted then.
Not quite yet. I just said in a minute, so I have 60 seconds of questions.
Oh boy.
What does the girdle do?
He snaps his fingers, and there's a sand timer.
What does the girdle do?
Unimportant.
No, it's important to me. I want to know what the girdle does. Also, what happens when you put it on? When I put it on.
You should not do that.
Well, you keep telling me
If
that,
you
but I
put
want
it
to know what
on,
happens.
you will become the ancient evil queen Nitocris.
Oh, that sucks.
You will reincarnate
Ew.
upon your death as the queen Nitocris.
So are you going to become the ancient Queen Nitocris? That's pretty sassy.
He goes like this. What an interesting question.
I told you I had questions. That's why I said I'll accept in a minute because I've got questions.
I will not. You will not. In fact, I have to change my answer because sometimes I forget that you're a constant. If you put that on, that will be far more interesting than what happened with that crate in London.
Oh boy.
If one of your friends, and he gestures back to, they have just stepped up to a landing, and behind them, out of the wall, come these two silent, jackal-headed,
Okay.
living hieroglyphics. Your friends, if they put it on, one of them dies, they will become Nitocris.
I think he forgets that I'm a constant too.
So how do we get out of here?
Accept
I'm
my
like
offer.
pushing. Can I poke through the image of where the wall was?
Yeah, there's no.
Okay.
Accept my offer, and all of this goes away. And not that you care. And he gestures to the other image. Those people don't die. Hundreds of people.
Can we make that millions of people? I'm just saying.
I was only going to kill hundreds. If you'd like me to kill
No, I'm
millions,
just saying-
certainly. You can save millions of people. And he goes like this, and the image on the wall becomes Cairo with 40 of those horrible flying things just tearing the city apart.
Okay, so if
Does that make you feel better?
if nobody dies, nobody.
I mean, old age.
Yeah, I mean natural causes and whatnot, but I'm just saying that like you can't do anything
In Cairo.
in the world.
For 10 days.
10 days? That's ridiculous. I thought I had until next year.
No. Next year is when the game is over. You've seen the map.
Yeah, but I don't understand the map. I mean, it's just 3 things and a thing. I mean, why 10 days? What's in 10 days?
We're morning of the 16th, of the 6th.
Yeah, that's not, yeah. The Ides of March is what you're telling me.
I was trying to think of a number that you would accept.
A year.
Impossible.
What do you mean
There
impossible?
are rules to this game.
Well,
We've discussed this. I've already given you one.
don't you make up the rules?
No. Oh, no. I follow the rules.
Ooh. So you really don't have the power to negotiate, is what you're telling me.
I have all the power, and he gestures to Cairo being destroyed. You have the power right now.
But I'm talking, you don't have the power to push 10 days, 1 year.
In 1 year, what happens will happen. I cannot control. I cannot end, or I cannot affect what will happen in 1 year. That's against the rules. You can impact what happens in 1 year.
Who sets up the rules?
Do you really want to know?
I
And as
think
you,
I
so
know,
as he says,
yeah.
do you really want to know? Tuneless music starts playing in the room. It's like a 40 kazoo orchestra all playing a different song.
Oh my god, it's like Aleister Crowley's house.
I was going to say it's like a children's recital.
Do you really want to know? I can show you.
Sure. Yes, I want to know.
Very well. Come with me. And he reaches out his hand.
Okay.
All right.
Grab his hand.
You step. He like makes a gesture and a door opens.
And then we lost sanity.
And he steps into the door. And you are standing in outer space.
Okay.
Below you, nothing. Above you, nothing. There's nothing. It's somewhere over there, some lights. This is the center of the universe.
Okay.
Over there, he points at the lights, Azathoth, the Sultan of the gods, waits. He waits for my call. My call, which will happen January next.
Okay.
And when I call, Azathoth and all of the elder gods will answer. Who makes the rules? Azathoth makes the rules. Would you like to see Azathoth?
No.
That is a wise choice. However, if you don't accept my offer, I will bring you to Azathoth.
No, like I said, I'll take your offer. I just needed questions to be answered. So
Very well.
So Queen Nitocris, how does she kind of fit into all of this? Who's gonna put the girdle on? That's my question.
If you do your job, no one.
Okay. Okay, let's go back.
Very well. You are standing in the hallway with them
Okay.
over the bodies of the 3 guys that you brought.
Just
like-
appears.
Do we,
Yeah, you just
do we
pop.
see her appear?
Actually, Kafur slams the door shut. You open the door. And you walk out of the door.
It's a miracle.
It's not a miracle.
the
We should
princess.
get out of here.
Teach me that.
That was amazing.
Found you? Oh man!
So the Black Pharaoh's here. He's got 2 Anubises in the walls. Let's go. Let's board up the walls. There's a reason why the walls are boarded up, or the door is boarded up. Oops, sorry.
She's here.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Yeah,
Did you
no.
teach her that?
He brought
know.
He brought you back.
Yeah,
I don't know that.
Yeah, I just.
Oh.
I'm going to stop asking
You
questions.
should read the Necronomicon.
I'm going to stop asking questions and just
We
like
need to
wrap an
out,
arm around
out,
Emma's
out.
shoulders
Yeah,
and
let's get
usher
her
her
out, let's
out.
get her out.
Yeah,
This
you
is what we
guys-
came
go.
for. This is
What happened to those 3? What happened
Just
to
leaving
them?
the bodies
Yep,
there.
bye.
Yes.
I mean, do we drag? I mean, are their eyes still open?
They
One
are
of them, yeah.
buried here.
Not touching.
They're
They're
buried here.
buried here. Pyramids, that's what they're
It's
for.
a place for bodies.
Exactly.
And it's a place
Here
of high
lies
honor.
Thug 1, 2, and 3. That's what we're gonna put on the boards when we nail it back up.
Yeah.
Look, I do not
At
want
least
to
you
go.
can take your payment back.
I do not want to go back into town with 3 dead bodies. There are way too many questions.
No,
No, that's
they're
what
here.
pyramids are made
And they're
for.
made, yes.
That's where
Exactly.
we agree upon this.
Yes.
Okay.
That's outstanding.
Oh,
But who killed them?
present.
What is this?
That is your,
Scimitar.
your glowing blue scimitar.
Cool. Thank you. I should have had this like
If you
5
ever,
minutes ago.
yeah, well,
Yeah.
the whole point in
supposed to
otherworldly
wait for
things,
us.
wait
You killed it?
for it.
No, I didn't kill them.
You didn't kill them?
No,
Boys
they
and
just-
girls,
What?
let's ask all the questions when
Well,
we are
we're
not
going.
in
We're
the
walking.
scary
We're
All
pyramid.
right, so it's 4 o'clock in the morning.
I'm so hungry.
There are
You ate all our food.
there are, let's say, 9 camels,
Okay.
and
We eat a
you
camel?
sort of know how to get back to town.
Didn't I ask that question? Like, which direction do you
You sure did,
go?
and you sort of know. You know, it's based on this. You were like, that's a star. Okay, I know that one. And so you know the basic direction.
We
and you know that it was several hours.
Yeah.
Know the way to the river. and
Everybody can make a
follow.
survival check, and you get advantage on this.
Oh God. The approximate knowledge of many things.
no.
In
Oh,
1.
check that off.
Boom!
Wow.
Made it.
Oh my gosh,
All right.
so close.
So,
Oh my God, I made a survival roll.
Yes.
make sure you give yourself a check on that.
And then roll a 1 again.
I'm going to give myself 500 inspiration from my 3rd favorite Twitch user,
Wow.
J Matthews 85,
Okay.
who gives me 500 bits to help pay for marriage counseling.
Yes.
Okay, fair enough. I
Yep.
can't even get
call.
mad about
Good
it.
By the
call.
way, you haven't
allow
lived
it.
until you've read Thomas trying to spell counseling.
Is it with an E or an I?
Consorting?
All of it. Okay.
Yes, I have a marriage counsel apparently. Tell me, Chancellor of the Exchequer.
Step up, buddy.
Do you take bits?
6 bits per hour.
Wrong counsel. Oh, look at that. Now you misspelled marriage. Spelled counsel right.
No, he's spelling it marriage.
Marriage.
Marriage is what brings us together today.
I am 100% that person that will snarkily correct your grammar in like a tweet or
Oh,
something.
I'm the same way, and it's horrible. I'm gonna get shot someday because of it.
I'm gonna get shot by Thomas. That's it. Next week,
Not if your
Bo
wife
will
gets
be
you
running
first.
2 games.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you both make the survival roll. These guys start packing up, and you, because you've done this before, and you, because you're not stupid, are both like, we're going to be out there in the heat of the day.
Yes.
Because by the time we're all
Yeah.
packed up and everything, we're leaving at 6.
Yep.
And that means we're going to be in the desert until noon,
Yes,
which is
yeah.
the worst time to be in the desert.
Yeah, who is packing up? I need to sleep anyways. I'm exhausted.
I mean, do we go back into the bent pyramid
No.
and sleep there?
I'm going in.
No, not the bit. We're going in.
Are we gonna go back to
Like,
town?
no pyramids.
Okay,
Ever
here's the problem. We're going to be out in the middle of the desert in the middle of the day.
And that is not good
I'll
for
make a tent
anybody.
for myself.
I have to
No.
sleep.
I mean, I know it's been
I'll
a
make a
while
tent
since
for
you've been
myself.
in
You
Egypt,
guys.
but
No,
That's
no,
what
no.
How long was the trek over? I don't remember.
Was about 4 hours.
Yeah.
Okay. And we don't. Do we know what time it is right now?
It's 4 a.m.
It's 4 a.m.
So
By the time you get everything
Yeah.
packed up and ready to go,
It's gonna be
and
later.
convince these camels that the people who
That's the real
yes,
thing.
yes, trying to get them herded. as it
convince
were.
these
the
camels
camels.
that only slightly tolerated you, and the 3 people they like are now dead.
Yeah.
By that time it'll probably be almost 7.
Well,
weakened
the soldiers should come back by morning, right?
Yeah.
The soldiers is somebody bribed.
That's always the answer. Weekend at Bernie's is always the answer.
I'm sure they'll be very happy to not discover things. We don't want them to discover anything. Let's make sure that pyramid looks the same.
Put
It
the
looks
boards
the same.
back
Put the
up.
boards
Put the
back.
boards right
well,
back
we
up.
have to put the boards back
Put
up
the
anyway.
boards back up.
Does
Yes.
anyone have a hammer?
Got a cimeter.
Yeah.
I've
You
got
got a crowbar.
There
That's
we
a
You know
go.
what? I will. Yeah, you are skilled in that crowbar. So yeah, you can get the boards back up across there.
No, you only know how to take them off.
no.
That's a very specialized crowbar.
No,
know how
no,
to hit
dig up,
with it.
stupid.
When you have a crowbar, everything's a nail.
I don't know if the soldiers will let us stay here
They're not here yet, though.
when they arrive
show
at
up.
sunrise.
They'll be like, "Why are there white people sleeping on camels?"
Because.
I mean, I don't want to be out there in the middle of the day.
Correct.
But
We don't want to be out there in the middle of the day. We can
And
hide.
If the
You've
soldiers
done
have
this
to do
before.
what?
You
Yeah.
made an
Then
01.
There has to
Yeah.
be somewhere to rest.
You're going to go through your water before you're back there, especially at the heat of the day, unless you decide to risk heat stroke.
So what do you propose we do?
Please say sleep.
Yeah. Well, we need to all rest up and get ready to go
I
out tomorrow.
mean, yes, but he does have a good point about the guards. If they come back and they see the camels still sitting here,
They're probably going to evict us from these temples as soon as they return.
they'll know that we're still here.
Well, we can buy water off of them.
And then there will be questions.
I
Along
thought
the
that was
lines,
the bribe was for.
along the lines of where are the people who bribed us
They left us. They're bastards.
They left us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Camel
without
abandonments.
taking their camels?
Camel abandonment.
Those monsters.
Yeah.
Or we pick the camels into the.
We don't know where they are.
Yes.
Oh, break their necks too. Leave them. The bodies. It all looks like.
I'm making in my own tent to sleep at this point. I don't know
Emma's
what's happening.
unpacking at this point.
Like, whatever.
I mean,
So
what if we go a little ways in?
that's a great point. Actually, you didn't pack for a camping trip.
Yeah,
You packed for a day trip.
exactly. We don't have
Right.
tents, to my
Right.
knowledge.
No, but I'm going to take some, like, I
Yeah,
don't
you
know.
can find a blanket.
Yeah, a blanket or something.
The
and kind
blanket
of
that
go
would be the
from-
saddle that keeps you able to ride this
Yeah,
camel.
so like
Whatever
and
blankets
from the
the
camel laid
guides
down,
had.
to like just making like a lean-to, if you
Yeah.
will, off the camel's
Yeah,
back.
sure. You can make an ersatz shelter of some sort, or you can go in a pyramid.
Nope.
They're very cool.
Nope. Don't care.
I'm in the pyramid.
Yeah. Yeah.
The first pyramid, I'm guessing.
Yes.
Are there any other
The
structures
strength pyramid.
near the
No.
pyramids?
Oh, no.
Typically, there'd be little outbuildings and temples and things. And
There is nothing here but these.
Well, what if we try to go a little ways away so we don't get any questions from the guards,
I should.
and
That's
then
fine. I
and then set up a
But
camp.
then if we go,
Before the sun
we don't
comes
have
up.
any camping stuff, and then so we are going to be out in
They
the
asked
sun.
us going to say that they abandoned us here and we like
But we're
nooked ourselves in the front of this
We're-
pyramid for
Does it
shelter.
concern anyone else that when I type bent into Google, it automatically goes to the bent pyramid?
it knows you well.
Yes.
This is the bent pyramid.
Huh?
That's the one we're not in.
No, that's the one you're going
that's
to
the one we're-
the
Oh, I
red
thought the bent
pyramid.
one. Oh, the
is
red
red.
pyramid. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, we're in the bent
Yeah.
pyramid.
So the bent pyramid is one of the first pyramids put up, and so it is a different style than the other pyramids, sort of. There are some theories. You would, even in the 20s, you would know this. There's some theories that it was a practice pyramid. Now, you've been told by several people that it was built for a very specific, like, warding purpose.
Right.
But yeah, that is what you are in front of. The red pyramid is like a more normal pyramid, but it has the stone of it is red, and so it's got almost a sandstone look to it.
Look, if we stay here, yes, we have the pyramid for shelter until we get turned out by the guards.
And I'm wrapping myself in my
And that
bedroll.
I think that works. Let's go in the shelter of the pyramids, and when the guards arrive, we'll just plead ignorance, which is true. And if we need to, we can pay them a bribe or something, and they can give us some supplies or water or food. And then we can, when this cools down, we go back to the town.
So we're going to spend all day here.
I think so.
Because it won't get, it won't get cool until...
I
It will
think so.
not.
I think we're going to have to wait until it gets cool again because going out there, just, we don't know exactly where to go either.
Or
We might
unless
be
it
An
walking
has
overly
that
dramatic
gate
image of the
spell.
red
Jeebus.
pyramid.
Dang.
That's at night, and so that's what it looks like right about now.
Pretty,
the
but-
casings are all missing.
At night, or during the day, sorry, it's a little bit of a more normal color, but there's definitely a red tinge to it.
Got it.
All right, let's...
No, I think we should camp here where we, and if they come to hassle us, we just say, I don't know what happened, we're here, and then maybe
I'm out of
they
bullet
will
points.
help us leave. Because we don't know exactly where we're going either. And I don't want to be just wandering around in the desert.
Okay, she's right.
Well, we'd go towards the.
It was good enough for my people.
Who said that?
The
The
Jews,
Jews.
the Bible.
Yeah, you spent
Yes.
40 years doing that.
Got very good at it.
So yeah, are you gonna set a watch? Are you gonna? I mean, people
What
have
is this,
recently.
D&D?
Ouch. Ouch. But that's a good idea.
I'm not going to sleep. It's
You're not all right. Yeah, you're a little
there's
keyed
no-
up.
Yeah.
You're a little keyed up.
All right, I'm going to get some sleep while I can.
Yeah.
Oh, it never
Wake us
stops
up.
glowing, so careful with that with the guards.
Sheath it or something.
Yeah, it's in the
Sheath
little
it.
pouch.
Oh, hey, guess what you didn't have made? They
No,
don't.
I thought
so
I had,
funny
I thought I
story
had
about.
a fancy belt with my Princess Leia outfit.
Yeah, no,
pouches and
but
whatnot.
scimitars don't have scabbards.
Okay.
Oh,
They just go in a loop in your belt.
Yeah.
Wrapped cloth or something around it.
Okay,
Yeah, you
yeah.
might want to wrap
Okay.
something around the sign.
yeah. I'm going to sleep.
All right.
I'll get
Yes.
some rest too.
I
Is
need some
anybody
rest.
besides her not sleeping? Okay. So, you guys
is.
all have dreams.
Yay!
Of course we do.
Why?
So this dream is literally just so I can get those bits from from Seth.
Really?
Oh
Here we
yeah.
go. Here we go.
All right.
So in the dream, you're at the Nile. You have, it seems like a lovely day. You're having a picnic at the Nile. And Emma comes running up with some sort of little thing swaddled in cloth. And she's kind of acting shifty, a little shiftier than normal. And then she goes, oh, hold on a sec, guys. And she goes down to the Nile and drops the package in the water, whatever the thing was. And the cloth starts to come off of it. And what she has dropped into the Nile is a wooden hunting decoy duck. And she's like, okay, I just saved the world. She turns to you and says, I just saved the world. Millions of people were gonna die. And then all of a sudden, the duck starts to not just go with the current. It starts to move of its own volition.
Oh, wow.
And it spins around. And as it spins around, you notice that it has two different eyes. One is a little eye that kind of looks like a rainbow, and one is an eye that seems enormous to you and flashes with fire.
It's this duck.
We've met before.
And then you wait, and then you'll wake up, and you'll be, this is not a wake up in cold sweat because it was a duck, and you're like,
Yeah,
I don't
what?
really understand that, but
Duck.
Okay.
Duck Magnum.
I got it, Seth.
Okay. What was the thing?
Yeah, I have to know.
Please.
Out of game. Is it the duck?
So that duck
Yeah.
is my wonderful wife, my second favorite Twitch user, has a therapy duck, and it is a wooden decoy
Oh, I've seen a picture of it
that
recently.
she carries around with her Hank.
Okay.
And Seth got to meet Hank today, and apparently, as is often the case, Hank has imprinted his evil on another person. And yes, Hank, why not give a plug? Hank actually has a Facebook page, Travels with Hank, and he travels all over the world. Hank has somehow been to places Rachel has never been. It's very strange.
Nice.
That's because of the Black Pharaoh.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's evil, apparently.
no, Hank is an utterly evil creation that lives in our house.
Cool.
He's been to Gen Con. He's been to Essen.
Wow.
Hank gets around.
I knew nothing of this duck, to be honest.
I feel better being somebody who doesn't know him as long.
We don't. Hank doesn't come out a lot. It's safer that way. We have a lead-lined box at home. We keep him in because he does have two different eyes, and one is the evil eye, and I always forget which one.
Oh, right.
And
That's wonderful.
Then you end up cursed.
that's why I'm here.
So what time is it when we wake up?
You're gonna wake up. You will all pass out for about 8 hours, and
it's hot.
it's much cooler in the pyramid. You're a little on edge in the pyramid.
Yeah.
But it's much nicer
Okay.
in the pyramid than it would be being outside. About 10, maybe, you hear a voice down at the bottom go, "Hello? Hello?
Yeah, we're still in here.
English? No."
Okay.
All right, I'll speak to him in Arabic, and is
All
this
right.
the same soldiers we saw
Yeah.
this morning?
Yeah.
We're still in here. Our guides left us at nighttime, and we are trapped until we can get back to town.
Okay, make me an Arabic roll.
His Arabic is basically,
Yeah, I'm sure
he
it's
said English instead of
right.
Arabic.
Yeah,
So,
make a roll.
All right.
all right.
Doesn't
So his
help, I'll help.
language own would be 80.
Yeah.
So 60 is fine.
All right, yeah, you convey everything you wanted to convey, and you, the guy will say back to you, and you will understand. He'll say like, "They left you."
Apparently they did.
Do you want us to look for them?
That would be great if you could find them or find someone else who could guide us away. That would be wonderful as well.
No one comes here.
So we gather. We are waiting out the weather or waiting for a new guide. We apologize
We
profusely.
can take you to Dashur tonight, but it will cost you money.
What would be the fee?
How much do you have?
Not very much. They took most of our other provisions and the funds as well. We humbly apologize.
We get the camels.
Oh, should we give them all the camels, guys?
Negotiate for a camel or two.
No, we need a couple for ourselves, but there's 9 of them, so
Yeah.
give them.
Wait, what are you going to do with a camel after Dashur?
Can we
They have
keep
great resale value. We need to make back some of this money.
three? We
Savano pulls out the Kelly Blue
Yeah.
Book.
we will give you
A 1924 camel?
Yeah.
5 camels. 5 camels.
Mercs of Mischief just raided us.
Hi guys, welcome.
Just in time for camel
Just in time for
negotiations.
camel negotiations. Yeah,
4.
it's always
4.
accounting
We
when
need
people
5.
show
We
up.
need 5.
Right?
All right.
So thanks for raiding us. Every time somebody raids us, we're giving away a Nord Games luck deck.
Yep.
Lucky.
So hit.
Hashtag chaos.
But we're going to wait a little bit, I think, to run the contest. You got to
Yeah.
stick around a little. But yes,
Put it
hashtag
in the
chaos to be entered for a chance to win the Nord Games luck deck. We'll do that drawing before the break. He said, with absolutely no authority whatsoever. Really, we'll do it when Thomas hits finish the contest.
Just put the hashtag in there.
Yes, hashtag chaos.
Yes, hashtag.
And welcome. We're playing Call of Cthulhu, and they are trapped out in the desert with no guides.
So there are 2 of you?
There are 4 of us.
Oh, 4 camels then. 4 camels one for each of you.
What are you going to do with camels once you reach Dashur?
Oh, we will perhaps use them for other means.
Wait! All right! All right!
See them on the back of a
We
camel.
will use them for. You're going to eat them?
Oh, no, we may travel to another location.
Why did you say you're going to use them for their meat?
Other means. Means.
Oh, your Arabic is
Translation.
very bad.
I'm a little out of practice. My apologies.
Man, I want to get in on
You
this.
almost sound English.
I have spent much time in England.
Might understand some Arabic.
You get anybody who has Arabic can make an Arabic roll
Yeah.
to see how poorly this is.
No,
Oh,
not
yeah.
that well.
Yeah, so
Oh yeah,
I understand
no,
camel.
I got a hard one.
something about eating camels.
So yeah, they're talking about eating the camels.
How do they
No,
taste?
no, they were confused.
He's trying to eat everything.
I am hungry, but I
I was
mispronounced
gonna
the
say,
word.
I could handle some camel at this point too.
Bloody grad students.
4 camels.
We have guns.
And camels.
Yes, we have all the camels. We're going to take you to Dashur, and you're going to give us those camels.
They're not going to let us
Boy.
keep the camels, guys.
Yeah, I heard that boy part too. It's like, they're a little upset. They
Let's
said-
not make them angry.
Do we actually have any money left?
No, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Silvana's like, no.
No,
Do we
this
actually
is, these are our things. Do we care about the camels?
No.
Okay.
I don't like camels.
Give them.
Do we care about the camels?
And then,
No.
So,
It's the
so
principle.
tell me, talk to us, and we authorize this. This is fine.
I have spoken to my companions. We will agree to your arrangement.
All right. We will leave at dusk.
Very well.
Perfect.
All right.
That comes with provisions like food and everything, right? They're going to feed you because.
It's not a cruise.
They didn't offer that.
Well, no,
Did
but
you
it's
buy the
like,
beverage package?
he can't keep digging into our food. We
There's no
barely
more
have
food
any.
left. I ate it all.
We're done. We're out.
Yeah.
Why'd you give away all the camels then?
I don't want to eat the camels.
I don't want to eat
They'll get us out of here. We'll be fine.
Yes.
We'll be fine.
It'll just be a hungry day.
All right, so yeah, there's an uncomfortable afternoon of trying not to think about food.
Yeah.
And like,
Yeah.
And sipping water very carefully.
yes.
Oh, remember that restaurant we were at last night? Oh, it was so good.
mean the night before?
The night before. It's all blurring together.
Yeah, last night was a
last night
terrible
was- yeah.
restaurant.
No, I've already forgotten that night. It's best not to.
Probably best.
So there's very little light in this room other than a blue scimitar, and you know it's very nice. It's nice and cool, and you figure that you can. You can wait out the heat of the day here. A sandstorm blows through, doesn't bother you. The soldiers, like as it's about to start, one of the soldiers will come up, and you can all make Arabic rolls as they say something in Arabic.
Okay. Got it.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh wait, hard.
Oh, nice. Well, so they say, there's a sandstorm coming. Can we come up there?
I think that's fair. That's reasonable.
They'd be in
For
the bottom.
4 camels.
We can't bargain with them. They've got guns.
We've
Do
got
they have any
guns
food?
too.
Do they have any food?
You've
they
got
can share.
guns
See
too.
if they can food. See if they can food.
Well, do you have provisions you may share with us?
Why? Don't you have food?
Our food was taken by our previous guides. The prophet would perhaps look favorably upon you if you were to share some provisions with us.
Can I roll Arabic for that lie?
Yeah.
I'm suggesting.
He said something about the prophet, and you're like, prophet?
Oh, profit!
Quest right.
So what do they say?
They're like, we'll just go on the other pyramid.
Have fun.
No.
If you insist, but if you could share some meager provisions with us, we would welcome your presence here in this pyramid with us.
We have water.
We would welcome water.
All right. So yeah. So these 4 guys will come walking up. So the only light you have in here is that scimitar.
Do we have torches? Don't we have torches?
They burn out! We only have so much stuff to burn! And I gotta keep this hidden.
So they come up with 2 torches.
Yes.
And notice a blue glow.
Yeah, so there is a glowing blue scimitar.
Great.
I'm going to cover it as soon as they kind of come up.
They apparently do not see that.
Okay.
So
Sweet.
So they come up and you're sitting in the dark, and they're like,
It's nice and cool.
Yeah.
"Are you just sitting in the dark?"
Well, we can see down the shaft. There's a little
Oh
light.
wait, he's translating
Okay,
for
sorry.
you.
Yes, we have much light from outside, and it's without flame. It is cooler. It is cooler.
I mean,
on up.
don't stand by the torch. They have 2 glass bottles of water that they will pass around, and they'll just let you guys have them.
Sweet. Sweet.
They then start to eat pomegranates in front of you.
I do like those.
You like everything.
Not a discerning consumer.
No.
It's all seed.
I have created the pomegranate scale of food to difficulty ratio.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
And like, is it worth eating pomegranates? No. You know, you rate everything on the pomegranate scale, and the further it is towards pomegranate, the less you want to eat it.
That makes sense.
Lobster, very high up on the pomegranate scale.
It is. I cut myself on Wednesday night.
See, kids, that's a cautionary tale.
Yeah, exactly.
Now you know.
Don't have your
lobster's
company buy
so
expensive food
good.
for you.
That's not the lesson I'm taking from
I
that.
hate when they do that. You
I
know?
know. You have to go out for lobster and crab, and you hurt your finger. Oh no!
Oh no.
How
No.
about of the lobster?
The horror.
Tell me, lovey.
I don't know how you made it in.
I don't know either. I'm here today to tell you the tale.
Thank you.
Yeah, for my service.
A grateful nation salutes you for the sacrifices that you have made.
Cracking dungeons.
I hope
crab.
you people are happy. That's what a hero looks like.
Sacrifice.
Hashtag no more lobster.
But more beer.
I am.
I am calling it dungeon crab from now on.
Yeah.
Oh, I see what you did there. All right, so yeah, it gets to be dusk.
Yeah. Let's
You
go.
guys head out. They will take you back to Dashur.
Yes.
Going with a guide drastically reduces the travel time.
Yes. Thank you.
You make it back in about 2-3 hours.
It wasn't that far.
So you get to Dashur, which again, there's not a lot to Dashur. You get there about 3 hours from dusk, about 8 or 9.
So hungry.
There are no boats to Cairo, unless you can make like a credit rating roll and try and
I don't care. I just want
convince somebody.
just find me food. I
Oh,
don't care
convince
what
someone?
we-
No, not interested in that.
No, let's just eat. Let's just eat. In
Just get
town,
food, yeah.
Go tomorrow.
All right, so yeah, you can find a place to eat. A family will offer you their stable essentially to sleep in. There's no inn.
Yeah.
There's no inn. Listen, lobster lady.
We still have the blankets for the lean-to.
we-
It's
How
true.
very, how very biblical.
Yes.
There's
No room at the
there's
inn.
no hotel or motel in
Okay.
Dashur. It's you're sleeping somewhere, and they the guards like walk off with 9 camels, and they're like, ha ha.
Yeah.
The resale value on these.
It's incredible!
They're like checking the teeth.
I hope.
Oh, no, they're good. Those are good camels.
Those are fine camels.
Yeah.
So the next day, you can get a boat back to Cairo.
Cool.
Good.
Cool.
You will
So this
get
is
back to
the-
Cairo about noon.
I'm gonna
If you
eat
leave in the
again.
Are
morning.
we on the 8th now?
We're on 7th now.
So it was the morning of the 6th, then all day of the 6th.
Yeah.
You're gonna get no, the 7th.
No, it's the
You're the 8th.
Yeah, it's
the
the
8th
eighth.
you get back. to Cairo.
Yep.
The 7th was sit in a pyramid
Yep.
and travel to Dashur and spend the night in
Well,
Dashur.
No, that
That was
was
the
the
6th.
6th because it was very early morning the 6th.
No,
Yeah.
6, 3 a.m. and then 4 a.m.
And then
yeah.
so the 7th.
Yeah, all
we're
right.
back
So
in
the
Cairo.
7th you get the morning of the 7th you get into Cairo. So
And
for
we have
those
a
of you who might have just
frickin'
rated us,
East.
this
There's a lot of accounting and
Yes.
calculators.
Boy.
This game is actually on a calendar because it's now March 7th, 1925. January 26th, I think.
14th.
January 14th,
He
1920.
keeps giving us in almost 2
Yeah.
weeks.
Yeah,
I'm not
I'm
going
sorry.
to correct him
I'm sorry.
anymore.
Next January, they believe the world's going to end. So
Well, a
We've been
timer
told by
is
several-
running out. Something
Yeah.
is going to happen. Probably won't be a, confetti.
Are you saying this? Are you saying this like at dinner, lunch?
Breakfast. We get off the...
Something is actually going to happen.
Wait, what?
Yeah, the eclipse.
Yeah, I was going to ask
There's
you
going to be an
if
eclipse.
Emma's told us any of what
So
happened.
I haven't yet because I'm looking around. Because first of all, I'm freaked out.
We
I'm
were under
hungry.
the impression that you were in a life-threatening situation and then you came out of a magic door, and we haven't talked about
But
that.
first you killed 3 people.
I didn't.
Someone
I don't
killed them
think-
and there was only you in there.
Yosef,
Hold on.
Yosef.
yeah, do you know
Hold on.
anything?
you're like, you're back in the hotel.
Okay, I
You're
was
back
like,
in the
are we
hotel.
at dinner? Like,
Then you killed 3 people. Check, please.
Drinks,
Hold on.
please.
Yosef, I've been traveling with her for a long time. I will tell you right now, there's no way she broke anyone's neck.
yeah. Have you seen these? They don't really do much.
Who killed them?
You mean on purpose?
The Dark Pharaoh killed
Even
them.
on accident.
Where's
Yeah.
this Dark Pharaoh?
Someone off a ladder and then
He's
neck broken.
everywhere, nowhere, around.
There was no ladder.
Yeah, no, it's like we've heard some about the Dark Pharaoh. We've
I've
encountered
also
him
known her for a
couple
long time,
times.
and she's never made a magic door before, though. So,
Yeah.
things change.
She didn't. That was Professor What's-His-Ass.
Dr.
Yeah,
And then she used it
Dr.
from
Kafur.
where? Wait, what?
What?
Wait.
What happened?
So hang on. So I was bored and went into the other pyramid,
Yeah.
the red one.
That sounds about right.
That should have been the episode title for this one.
Yes.
I was bored, went into the red pyramid.
Still time for YouTube.
Not after the beginning of this episode.
No, we can name that whatever we want now. That's just...
And so, not that we're ever going to go back there, ever, but I'm just saying if we accidentally end up back there, don't go in the boarded up door. The regular door was fine. It was just those guys they had the blacked out eyes, and one had a gun to my head and said, come this way.
Oh.
And so we had to go back around to the other door, where then I was locked in this chamber with the Dark Pharaoh, and he's yip-yapping away about God knows what, about how he's going to rule the universe or whatevs.
What did he say?
So specifically, the information that I could get out of him was, and the inside was pretty interesting. I'll tell you a little bit about it in a minute. But essentially, in January, he is going to call forth Azathoth.
Anybody with Cthulhu mythos can make a
Hang on
roll.
a second.
I hate that I'm one of those people. Nope.
No.
He said can make a roll,
Yeah,
not make a roll.
Yeah.
Would anyone like to use inspiration on
I've got
No!
Would anyone like to scan luck?
Don't know.
No!
No,
would be
I want to
completely
take a peaceful train ride. I am going to have a giant breakfast,
I'm gonna
block out most of this conversation now that I think about it.
lobster every day, and his fingers be bandaged every day. I don't care.
Don't. It's not worth the risk. Don't do it.
Azathoth.
I do not commit that to memory.
If I had to spell it, it would be A-Z-A-T-O-T-H.
Would that be something I would have known from any?
No, it's
Without
it's just-
Cthulhu mythos?
Okay, it's not Egyptian. It's Cthulhu. Okay.
It is
So when
Cthulhu.
you said nothing's gonna happen or whatever, what did you say?
Who? No, I said an eclipse is going to happen.
Yeah, there's gonna be more than that. So apparently,
Well, we're under that impression. We
at
just don't
that
know.
time, he said that he was gonna call for whoever this person thing it is,
Okay.
and that this Azathoth and all the gods are gonna come forward.
All of the gods.
All the gods.
Are they coming or are they waking up?
So Egyptian,
I don't know.
Norse,
Jesus, coming
I
Greece.
don't know.
This
I
is
don't
not
know.
Egyptian. This is not from.
No, it's not. It's not.
This is not from anything that I've read about or heard about before. So why is the Black Pharaoh working
So,
with that?
because I was trying to negotiate with him.
Yeah.
Because he
As
said.
one does.
Yeah,
did
like,
that
well,
go?
why not? I mean, when you've got a demigod, because really I figured out he's not a god. He's now like a little bit of a lesser god. Like, he's still a god, but he's not totally in
Demi?
control. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, not Debbie.
Semi-god.
Just a lesser
Yeah.
amongst their pantheon.
And how are you handling that, Emma? With
I'm
that
totally
I'm not
fine.
familiar with
Everything's
God's
fine.
With that
structure now that I
whole
think about
The
it.
org chart is very unclear.
gods before me
Well, I
thing.
think it's adorable.
Non-Euclidean org charts.
But you said you made a deal with him?
Well, I was trying to, and then he said that he couldn't make deals. So I was like, oh, there's somebody more important than you, but not trying to totally offend him, but offend him just a little
Bring
bit.
it up to his manager.
Exactly. It's like, exactly. I didn't want to
Ma'am,
talk
this
to
is
his
an Arby's.
manager.
Okay, Karen.
But I wanted
Karen.
to find out like what his manager could do, and he's like, I can't negotiate because. So let me just. I sort of may have just sort of skipped over like the major point here.
I have
And the
no
fact-
idea what you're actually. Yeah.
And the fact that like he wants me to go to wait a minute, where am I going? Ibn
Mosque
Tulin.
of Ibn Tulin.
Yep, and get
Okay.
the girdle of Nitocris and throw it in the Nile.
Instead, could we burn it?
I've heard of
Well-
that. You've heard Nitocris.
Nitocris.
Yeah.
Where we've heard that before?
That is Egyptian.
It is Egyptian.
It's actually in Ibn Tulin. It's in the Mosque of Ibn Tulin. And
I
it's
think
being-
that's
No, it's in the
the
Mosque.
wife.
No. It's in the Mosque of Ibn Tulin.
No, but
she's
who
a real
is
person.
Nitocris?
Nitocris is a real person.
She's the queen.
Queen Nitocris. Wasn't she the wife of the pharaoh that had beaten the Dark Pharaoh initially?
She was actually a pharaoh who came after that. She was a queen.
Yeah.
Right.
Part of the
Right.
group that defeated him.
Yeah, she was trying to bring back the
Right.
Dark Pharaoh and do the whole.
So anyway, he wanted to give me 10 days to do that, and I said, let's negotiate. And then he's like, well, I can't negotiate. And I was like, well, yeah, you can. And he's like, no, I can't, because, in parentheses, I'm not that important.
You have to speak to his manager.
Exactly.
Subtext. The subtext
Exactly.
was clearly.
Yes.
Well, you've really got me over a barrel now, human.
Hey! So he gave me 10 days, but I was like, let's make it a year, like January, perhaps. And then he's like, well, I don't make the rules, and that's how I got to this whole Azathoth thing and other gods.
So a bunch of gods are going to be summoned
Yeah.
and Azathoth.
Yep.
Oh, that doesn't sound good at all.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we
But-
shouldn't wear the girdle because you'll become Queen Nitocris, but it's also a girdle, so I'm probably not going to wear it because I don't really need it, but just saying.
Queen Nitocris was, I think she was a hero. I
I
don't think
thought
she was
someone
bad.
just said that she tried to bring back the Dark Pharaoh.
Nitocris was
Yeah.
not. Let me see what you guys got about Nitocris from Kafur. Was
Oh, those cheese stuffed dates.
Speaking of, we should go talk to that man.
The cheese stuffed date
He,
man?
he summoned you, didn't he?
The professor.
Or you traded places with him?
No,
This
I'm
whole
going to
Carmel
visit.
expedition.
I-
The alignment of the pyramids.
I feel like we need a brief vacation.
so.
Africa?
Hey, go to Kenya.
Should we go
yeah,
to
a safari in
not-
Kenya.
No.
So he told you that the unidentified mummy that was stolen from the Clive expedition was the remains, he believes,
Yes.
of Nitocris.
That's right.
Mummy stolen from Clive expedition. Yeah.
And that
secret room.
that Nitocris was not a good person. Let's see here.
According to the person who's read the Necronomicon.
Yeah.
I'm so sure I can learn that spell without having to read
And
the
there was-
Necronomicon.
Dr. Haviland Von.
Yeah, that was the. So there was a. He told you about a Dutch.
Yes.
A Dutch archaeologist who had been fired from the Clive expedition.
Yes. He might know
Van
more.
Huvelen.
Van Huvelen.
Everybody make me a spot hidden roll.
What do I know?
Oh, it's that freaking cat. I look for the cat.
Yeah.
You get an advantage die.
Ah, success. Excellent.
Nope.
Yeah.
It's the same. You know what? I cannot find a cat to save my life, but it's not a critical.
Sitting on the balcony of your room is a cat.
Oh, excellent.
Your room is on the 4th floor.
Jeez.
Oh my goodness.
Do we have any milk?
No.
You drank it all.
Any leftover milk?
Yeah.
You drank it all.
Maybe some cream from the
There's-
bottom of the jar.
There's a word in there. All.
Did anyone not drink any of it?
Are you asking people for?
Yeah, just a little milk.
What do you need it for?
The cat. Look.
There's a cat just sitting there like licking its hand.
Yeah, let's give him. Let's
wait.
Hold on. I'm
appease
gonna
the
walk
cat.
up and get a good look at this cat.
All right. The cat is totally disregarding you.
Okay, because I'm like looking for any distinct patches of fur, anything like.
It
is
is
this the same?
It is a bog standard.
What color?
It's a calico cat.
Under the
Oh,
chin.
calico's lovely.
It kind of ignores you. It's like you're like
Wow.
scratching it and stuff, and it's just like
Never seen a cat ignore to that extent. Usually
Yeah.
you get like, especially right here, this area.
yeah. No, this
like,
cat seems immune to your charms.
Huh.
I'm gonna come over. And,
This is not a normal cat.
You're probably just not doing it right.
Okay. Good.
Are we
Let's
all gonna take a turn
appease
with
him.
the
Let's feed him.
No.
He must have something.
no, because the starving grass.
Are you a
seed
cat
ate all of
expert
it.
as well?
Please, have we eaten though?
Oh, let's
Yeah,
make
you
him
guys
happy.
Okay.
had food brought to the.
Yeah, should I expel the demons from the cat? What is happening? I don't understand what's happening.
Emma pulls out her holy water sprinkler.
They're like,
mean-
cat's fine.
I mean, we are a little high up for a
Yeah, but
cat.
cats can climb.
Yes, but
Yeah,
they
but
don't
this looks like the
usually
same
hang out
cat.
this high.
Is this
No,
a different
this is
cat?
a different
Different
cat.
cat.
Oh, it's a different cat.
There's lots of cats
Still
in
a
Egypt.
strange cat.
They don't usually
There-
hang
there-
out
Lots
this
of cats
high,
in
though.
Cairo.
Yeah. They're pretty
What about under
common.
the chin? Does under the chin do anything?
It's yeah, it'll start to purr a little.
Okay. Okay. No, you know what? No. Okay. False alarm. This isn't an evil cat.
Well, to be sure, let's make sure.
Be
that-
sure.
Okay.
Let's leave it out there. Let's not bring it in. All right. Let's
Just like close
Yeah.
the balcony
Sure,
door.
yeah.
How's it gonna? No, it could be trapped. No.
Well, he'll,
No, he can hang out outside.
It got up there. It can
can
get
get
away.
Yeah, it didn't come up through our room.
Yeah.
Oh, was it there before it was closed? I figured it was open, got out there. Now we're like locking it out there. We're
No.
horrible people.
No, it was just sitting on the balcony.
sitting out
Your balcony door was open. Like the hotel every morning will open the cleaning people open your door to let in the air
And the cats.
and the cats.
Okay.
Usually not the cats, but this is the first time there's been a cat on there that you can recall.
Okay.
But yeah, you close your balcony door. Sadly, no air conditioning.
Well,
yeah, the breeze was nice.
yes, well.
I forgot how hot it was here.
Check to see if the cat's gone, then we can open the door again.
Are you going to tell them about the map and everything?
Oh yeah, but eventually. I mean, if we're just, yeah,
So
Because we can
anything-
do an exposition dump. That's fine.
yeah.
Anything else?
I mean, if we're just hanging out, I'll be like, okay, so
Vacation and visit the professor, or just vacation. We should
Well,
just
vacation sounds
sightsee
great.
and
if
relax.
we need to visit this mosque, might as well get it over with sooner than later.
yeah.
Doesn't I don't know. That seems
Well-
tied into evil. I'll stop there.
Well, it sounds like she's something she has to do.
Well,
Do you?
it was a negotiation. Like the Black Pharaoh said that he was going.
And if you don't do it, what would
he's
happen?
gonna like burn people, and he was gonna let you guys get killed by 2 Anubises, and I didn't think I had the spell to.
But isn't he gonna also like potentially in the? My
but
takeaway is the
here's
world
the
is gonna
thing.
end. That's and that's everyone.
So he doesn't want the girdle around.
He doesn't want the girdle around.
I get the distinct impression that he does not want the girdle.
We should keep
Because
the
I
girdle.
asked if he was going to wear the girdle, then I asked if I should wear the girdle, then I asked if the girdle was pretty enough to wear. Like, who should be wearing the girdle? 'Cause
That's
you don't just
really
make a
subjective.
girdle.
We have to
Did,
see
did you
the
ask
girdle
him why the
before we
Nile?
can-
Did you
It would
ask
go
him why the
wonderful with a
Nile?
peacock dress.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The Nile is the heart of Egypt,
Yeah.
the source of life, and you have to put it in the Nile.
And you got to put it on your loins. I don't know.
Well, and here's a question.
Wait,
Well, I don't.
where did the loin stuff come from?
girdle. Pull it
Girdle is
over your-
waist.
It's
not like it's not an
Okay,
underoos, it's a
here's-
waist thing, right?
It's like a belt. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. It's not the thing that holds up your nylons.
No.
Okay.
All right, but
That's
here's
a garter. That's a garter.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I don't know. I don't wear either.
You're thinking the garter. Gotcha.
A new lingerie line from Nyarlathotep.
I don't think that was. I don't think that was all the rage in ancient Egypt.
I like
Actually,
it. I like Night of Christmas. But it was in the 20s, you know. 'cause
When I wear this,
flappers.
we're not in the.
I can do
Yes, we're in the
evil.
20s, but however, this I don't think was made in the
Yeah, okay.
20s.
so I have a question then.
I have an idea.
If we are putting this thing into the Nile, are we doing it to get rid of something, or are we doing it to give it to something?
Yes, that's what I was wondering.
I don't know. I
Wait,
was
let's
assuming-
research what this item is first before we do anything.
To the professor.
Let's go look it up.
Actually, they have holy people who are sequestering this item.
Oh.
So I'm assuming if we just go to
The mosque?
Mosque
yeah
of
Ibn
Ibn
Tulin and just say, hey, the Black Pharaoh told me to throw this in the Nile. What up?
That sounds like
They're gonna say no.
that
and they'll be
sounds like a
"But
problem
why?"
for tomorrow's Great Dane
I'm
Society.
begging you, please lead with that.
Wow.
Why shouldn't I throw this in the Nile?
That would go very
So
well.
I'm assuming if you want me to throw it in the water, that you want to destroy it. Like
Maybe.
I'm assuming it's not going someplace.
What's the
but I'm
time
assuming,
frame on this?
Because if he wanted it, he would wear it, or he would take it from me. He would ask me to deliver it to him. So that's why I'm assuming I'm throwing it.
I'm getting dressed up to
But
go see
It's
the
10
professor.
days. We can have some breakfast.
You know what? Make
Had
me
some-
a religion roll.
Okay.
I think you have a. Don't you have like science religion or something?
Yeah, it's under R.
Boy,
somewhere.
that's a.
Science, yeah.
Yeah, I actually nope, not hard, but make it.
All right. So, you know a couple stories about putting
About the
things in
baby
the Nile
Moses, yeah.
and how they end up magically where they're supposed to be.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
That's what I was worried about.
That's my
Okay.
that's my real question,
That's what I'm
because
worried about.
as Yosef said, the Nile is the heart of Egypt. So what if we're trying to? What if he wants to get this thing to someone to
with me to see
turn
the
them
professor.
into Nitocris for some reason?
Okay.
Think he'll know more?
Yeah, there's somebody
may
he
as well
wants
ask.
to wear the girdle,
Hold on.
or he wants to return it to Nitocris. Didn't they just the
mean,
body of
the term-
Nitocris was stolen? Correct.
Oh,
The body is
Where?
still hers, just the body.
that was the Clive expedition.
Yes.
Carlisle.
No, Clive expedition.
Clive,
Yeah.
right.
The Clive expedition are the ones who are currently working.
Right, the mummy was stolen from the Clive expedition.
They're in Giza right now.
I would only put it in the Nile if we know where that body is and can cremate it.
We have
But
a,
anybody could
That's just
turn
a
into
gut.
anybody could be the queen if you put the girdle on. So you just put it on and
I'm the queen now.
exactly.
Then why would you throw it in the middle of a river next to a...
Exactly. It
this-
feels very circular logical.
It feels like if it's an item like the headband,
Let's go see the professor.
that I could call someone
think
in
so.
to wear it.
Professor, maybe he can tell us more.
Any dimension door, like, did I see the professor on the way out?
No, you missed him.
Hey, as a matter of fact, at that exact moment, you're like, hey, whatever happened to that? You like just assumed he was dead.
Yeah, or
So
whatever.
you remember that door that you came out of?
I didn't. I just stepped. I didn't come out of the door. I came out of the universe.
Okay, well,
that's even stranger.
it was for a second an actual
entirely.
door, and
I feel the
Professor
roll
made
is
it.
necessary. That's not a good roll.
It's not a fumble though.
Yeah, you can lose a point of sanity if you want, or if you just want to be like, that's not great.
Yeah.
Not loving that.
Let's go see the professor.
Let's go see the professor.
I think we should go to Ibn Tulin
I agree.
and just figure out
After
what.
the professor. Let's talk to the professor and
professor.
see if he's aware of
Actually,
what
you
this
have
is.
no idea where Ibn Tulin is.
No, I'm just assuming
bet the
that.
professor
so
does.
Hang on. There's other
Ooh.
things too, though. So should I just fill you guys in on the way
Yeah.
to
Yes.
like
Yeah,
wherever
yeah.
we're going?
As we're walking down the street.
Yep.
So I tell you guys about the map of the eastern. Actually, are we taking a boat back to Cairo? Or are we going?
You're
We're back in
Cairo.
Cairo. We've been in our hotel eating snacks until
Like
we
snacks.
And cats.
and cats.
Snacks and
You
cats.
have
Snacks
not
and
been
cats.
eating cats, just so that's
No.
clear.
One thing that I don't understand is that there.
Magical mystery. Yes.
What's up?
What?
Someone gif that.
Not
Make that a repeating gif.
Please do.
So there's a map of. So when I went in the boarded up door, I was looking on the wall specifically to tell you things that I could remember. So there was a map of the Eastern Hemisphere, and there were 3 red gems. And the red gems were in Eastern Africa. One was located off the coast of Japan in the ocean, and then one was in like sort of the northwestern part of Australia. And so they made like a triangle, and there was sort of like an upside down arc, like a smiley sort of arc connecting them.
Smileys, that means good.
Anybody with astronomy can make a roll when she describes that.
I apparently have to learn more.
You know what?
about-
Or I'll accept a hard success on an intelligence roll.
Oh, sure.
I'll take that.
Darn.
Get out of my box.
I like it.
No, not a hard one.
Nope.
Can I try some science?
I mean,
So I'm sorry, what was the first one? You had Japan, Australia, and then the other one was in?
Eastern Africa, so
East
obviously
Africa,
probably
yeah.
Kenya. Yeah.
So maybe something that the Carlisle expedition found out about, and that's why they were going.
Mother of maggots.
No.
bloated woman.
Bloated woman.
Yeah, and so that map seemed to be something that I could understand. It seemed new to the continent. It didn't seem like an old map or like some, you know what I mean, old mariner map or whatever of like ancient maps that people didn't know about all the continents, you know, like we do now.
Way to score some points
Yeah.
on ancient mariners
Except it's funny because
we're
all the
so-
and
maps right
flat
now.
earthers.
Yeah.
In your face, flat earthers.
So much smarter now.
Oh man.
Hashtag teach the controversy.
Then on another wall, there was another map with the southern hemisphere stars, but I don't recognize most of the stuff, but I could recognize Orion.
Pull out a piece of paper.
Yeah, that doesn't
Can
help.
you
Nope.
draw any?
No.
Do you remember?
She really can't.
No.
No.
Okay.
The southern hemisphere?
Yes.
Well, we at least narrowed it down to half the planet.
Yeah, because I.
Well, I can listen to her, and I have sketching as one of my
Sure,
things,
yeah.
So I can try to
Yeah.
sketch it out.
You sketched the map. Yeah, you sketch a map that looks pretty good. Here, I'll show you the picture again so you
Yes.
can.
Because I wasn't sure where the smile was. Gotcha.
It goes from
It could-
Africa.
It does start in Kenya, but it doesn't hook
Yeah,
up
it sort
together,
of
too.
comes close to that line and then carves through, but it doesn't hit the other two.
Right.
So yeah, I would think it would be some sort of like I would describe it as like a protractor or like a geometrical shape
Yeah,
that you would
like a-
use to draw
It,
With a
it could be
compass.
like
out of a triangle
the,
and then a
the
smile.
path of the eclipse as it moves across.
Meh.
Ah, that's not a bad
Ah.
thought. That may be something in the middle there.
I mean, that's where it would go, and
That would be the path of totality. Maybe.
Totality.
And then the other walls were just hieroglyphs, of which I don't understand any of them.
Oh.
But I did
Oh, I
see,
wish I could see.
a repeating pattern of like a little dark baby. So I'm assuming it was the Black Pharaoh as a baby and there was a.
Baby Black Pharaoh.
oh, so cute.
I know.
That's so cute.
That's our spin-off series.
TV Pharaoh!
Oh my gosh. He's gonna be like. He's gonna.
Wait, what is that
take
word?
TV.
Yeah, TV.
It's a
Tiny-
It's a
Yeah.
Japanese.
Japanese for tiny
it's
cute.
a-
Sure it is.
It's
Tiny
a
cute.
it's a Japanese art style, which is like making things little and cute.
Yes.
Yeah, so it's baby Black Pharaoh in a pyramid. I saw a lot of those.
Well, there isn't a hieroglyph.
Could have been a
that's
mountain.
Black.
Yeah,
Black Mountain.
but it was just a triangle, and so that repeated sort of all over these two walls before
So-
the Black Pharaoh started showing me things, and then I just sort of went into the universe, and then I went into that room. So
Was it infant below triangle, beside triangle, within triangle?
I'm assuming they're next to each other because
Yeah.
that would be how
Yeah.
it
Beside.
Yeah.
To the
Does it-
left, to
does
the
that
left, to the right.
Ring a bell with either of us? Could you?
It doesn't.
No, I mean,
not a
you would know that because you're the hieroglyphics
Yeah.
person. You would know that hieroglyphics tend to the reading them is kind of an art, and the sort of the depiction of them position sometimes matters,
And
sometimes it doesn't.
Yeah.
I got a 14 hieroglyph as well.
There you go. So yeah, you guys are both like, unless you see
yeah,
the
and
hieroglyph.
how much do you have it?
Uh-oh.
Let's talk about our baby Yoda.
When you went.
God, I wish we had those numbers.
I'm excited for the
Yeah,
spinoff.
right. When
This is news to me.
when you went into the universe, was it like when we did before?
Kind of. It was just a lot of nothing.
What does that mean to go into the universe?
So like out into space. I'm just in space.
How do you go out into space?
Well, the Black Pharaoh takes my hand, and we go into space.
How precious.
I know. It's like because I don't have the headdress now, I have a new friend.
Saying that makes you think of something.
Wow.
What, the headdress?
He was very interested in the headdress.
Yeah, it was. Oh yeah, that's right.
What?
He wanted to know if the headdress was here. I didn't say anything. I was like,
That's wise.
yeah. Well, I mean, as much as I can't say anything,
Was
you
he-
know how that circular talk goes where I usually end up admitting more than I can't.
Was he pleased about the idea?
That was
of
like a
the-
triple negative.
Yes, exactly.
Was he pleased about the headdress being there or
He-
upset?
He seemed like he wanted it. He's like, oh, you brought the headdress to me. I was like, I didn't bring it here.
Ah, okay.
The headdress is pretty amazing.
Yeah, it is pretty awesome.
Yeah.
We're
I
still
really
friends.
Yeah.
That's right.
And I
It's
have to
daddy
hear
go.
it.
He
So
didn't
I'm-
know about the staves, though, so he's obviously not that omnipotent.
Sweet.
Semi-omnipotent.
Because he's a demo.
I mean, really omniscient.
yeah.
Yeah,
I guess what's part quasi-niscient?
Quasi-niscient, yes. He didn't know about this.
because potent is
Good.
powerful.
And thank you
right?
for not telling him about it.
No. So anyway, I forgot how we started talking about that. Anyway, so to answer your question, you're sort of out in the universe just floating around, and that's when he showed me like Azathoth and the other gods are out there, and then all of a sudden I was like, okay, I'll make the deal. I'll throw the girdle in the Nile, and save my friend, save the world, and then poof, just one step, and you're back in the room.
I'm very.
Because you came out of the same door that the professor used
I guess, but I didn't see a
to.
door. It was just I just took a step and I was in a room.
Wow.
But you have to throw the girdle in the Nile.
Yeah, well, I mean, have to is a strong word. It's like I shouldn't have put the headdress on.
But that's the deal
you know?
that you made with the Black Pharaoh.
Yeah.
And if
But
you,
I've got 10 days to figure this out. Something's going to happen in 10 days.
Well, we'll probably be out of
Like,
Egypt in 10
exactly.
days.
Yeah.
Like
yeah, because
other
he couldn't
things are.
possibly reach us anywhere else.
But I'm just saying that by then it's like the deal's off because if I have the girdle and it's 10 days from now and we're in Kenya, I can't physically throw it in the Nile. Technically.
I think any body of water will do.
I don't
Well,
know if
that's
that's
the
going to work.
question.
He might still do the bad things he was going to say he was going to do.
I should have had him sign a paper.
Have we gotten to
You're
the professors
right.
yet?
Contract.
Have we gotten to the museum?
Yeah.
No, but we have gotten to break time.
Okay.
So, make sure, #chaos to get that Nord Games luck deck. Maybe someone's already won, I don't know.
Yeah. I feel like he would have told you.
Thomas did a finger thing.
Thomas did a finger
He
thing.
did a finger,
Finger
thing. I don't know
guns,
what it
were
means,
they?
though. He went like,
This
The
guy!
only question is which
No, no,
finger.
no.
So
Ooh,
we've got
humanoid
two
dice.
giveaways.
Oh.
#dice to win these Cthulhu dice. We'll give them anybody in U.S. and Canada except Montreal or Quebec.
Quebec.
All of
Because-
You
Quebec.
speak French.
Because,
forget about it.
They know what they did.
pardon, Quebec.
Could be.
They know what they did.
They know, yeah, they know.
Yeah, they have egregious shipping rules.
And we will send these out to you. So #chaos for the Nord Games deck. #dice for the Cthulhu dice. One of those things is so much cooler than the other. And we will be back as soon as 5 people can use one bathroom. welcome back. In the telling you things you already know school, I'm going to congratulate Damon Kitty for Won't, the Nord Games deck. And I'm going to congratulate Exhausted Dragon for winning these Cthulhu dice.
Congratulations,
Which,
guys.
Real winner.
again, I cannot emphasize enough, Amy has not touched. So they're safe.
You
Their
can't
integrity
destroy-
is intact.
You cannot destroy the universe with those.
Well,
Or it's all on you.
So, you guys are going to Dr. Kafur's.
Yes.
The
I keep calling him
to
Professor.
the Egyptian Museum.
I'm going to keep calling him Professor.
that he's-
Because he calls you professor. That's
Yeah.
very much
I
why.
know, it's like-
that. Never mind. I was gonna.
I
go
feel like
spies
I've
like
accomplished something when I'm with
Us. I'm
him.
gonna go spies like
Sp-
us.
I am here for
Doctor,
Spies.
doctor.
Next week's episode is just going to be a discussion about the movie Spies Like Us.
I've never seen it. I'll
I
have to
was
watch
told
it.
there would be no math.
Yeah.
It's classic. Some of Chevy Chase's finest work.
Oh.
That Fletch. Okay, I'm done. Movie
Fletch,
talk's over.
Fletch is
I was
Chevy
gonna say,
Chase's
movie
finest
talk
work.
is in fact.
Hey, yeah, this, for once we're doing it. All right,
no.
awesome. We'll also be discussing next week Hawk the Slayer better than Krull.
No.
Hawk the Slayer is so much better than Krull.
Crawl.
Oh, come on.
Crawl. It's more memorable.
That's
Oh.
because someone's actually seen Krull.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's the only one I've seen out of the two.
Hawk the Slayer was on Channel 2, like, for almost all of my childhood, like Saturday at noon.
Nobody watched it.
Black and white.
No, it's color. It's color.
Oh, snap.
Well done,
So
Amy.
the two best parts about Hawk the Slayer are that Jack Palance is the bad guy, and it was clear somebody was like, his agent was like, Jack, you're gonna be like that Darth Vader guy, but then he's just Jack Palance, and he's mailing it in like big time. But it's clear he's like, this will get me an action figure, and that, and then so
Wait, wasn't Jack Palance the Khan in the Wrath of Khan?
No, no.
Who was that? Who was that?
Montalban.
What?
That was Ricardo Montalban was
Okay.
gone.
I feel like we're
Benedict
losing people.
Cumberbatch.
Let's do some accounting.
That
Yeah.
would put
Yeah.
the ratings right up.
Camels. Let's sell some knives and
Let's-
camels.
yeah.
Camels.
So
Camels.
Hawk the Slayer.
What does the camel investment in the area look
So
like?
Hawk the Slayer, they're like, oh, we have to get, it was like a Fellowship of the Ring. We have to get a giant. We have to get a dwarf. The size difference between the giant and the dwarf, 7 inches tops. Like the giant was like 6'5", the dwarf was like 5'3". It was so sad. It was great.
So essentially, it's my relationship with Thomas.
I was gonna say it's me standing next to Thomas.
Wow, I never thought, and I guess I'm Jack Palance in that. Believe it or not. He was
Wow.
Hey, Ripley's.
He did Ripley's Believe It or Not, for many years.
Oh, my
like,
goodness.
They were just like, all right, Palance, just say Believe It or Not as creepy as possible. That's all you have to do.
No, they didn't say it creepy. He just said.
Yeah, that's just how Jack Palance says. They're like, I would like fries with that.
They were actually like, please stop.
Yeah,
And he was like,
we cut 30 minutes ago, sir. That's lunch. All right. So you travel to the lovely Egyptian Museum. It's the afternoon, and now they've come to recognize you. So you are brought in,
Sweet.
and you sort of know where Kafur's office is.
Yes.
Right?
So you head there,
Yes.
and you knock on the door, and he says, yes, how can I help you?
So
How did you get here?
that is one question, but we actually would first like to.
Know how he got here.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, well,
I
no,
want
that's
to know how he did that.
I
Yes.
took a taxi like I do every morning. And you are?
There it is.
Oh, this is fascinating.
I am Dr. Ali Kafur. I am, oh God, what's his official title? I think it's like
Professor of the occult. or
Professor of
something
the,
like that.
yeah, it's like, I like his official title. But yeah, he just looks at you, and now it is clear to you that he has no idea
no
who you
idea.
are.
Okay.
Dang.
So
Oh.
it's Groundhog Day.
If I have to go to Darfur one more time, I can't.
Sure.
Sure. Or yeah, I'm not going to Darfur.
Yeah,
Never
don't-
mind.
Yeah.
So we have questions about some particular lore regarding a girdle
Or is it a garter?
Yeah,
Which was it?
Girdle. It's a girdle. The night to Chris. So should we?
Yeah.
Keeps
Well,
changing.
So no. We were referred to you
Chris.
we've heard that you have a wonderful expertise.
in all things occult. So we had heard about.
Curator of the occult, and yes, curator of the occult.
We heard rumors about a girdle of Nitocris. And we were wondering if you had any information.
He'll once again tell you everything he told you before about Nitocris, about how, she was a queen and the 6th dynasty. She was reputed to be in league with a new cult of the Black Pharaoh. He believes it to be true, but he says, but you won't find any real sources for that. And he'll
covered up.
He'll tell you the bit about the mummy being stolen and
Right.
the Clive expedition, and he'll tell you about Jan Willem van Heuveland again.
I go and look for the same book as before.
You find it. Yeah, you just
Start asking. I
You
open
just
up
walk
the
up
same
and go
pages and just be like, this, and start bringing up and so there's this eclipse, and I was curious about these things.
Ooh, make me an intelligence roll, and I'll give you an advantage die on this one.
Won't need it.
No,
Well, I could get a critical. No, I'll take the hard success.
All right. Oh, a hard success. All right.
Yeah.
So that line is clearly the mark of the eclipse. That line on that map.
Mm-hmm.
That is clearly the path of the eclipse.
That's the totality. Okay.
Traveling through the South Pacific.
We have some additional information to show him this time.
and starting in Sudan.
Nigeria.
Well, I mean,
Well,
no,
Nigeria.
it's actually going to end in the.
Oh, that's right. Because
goes that way.
as the planet
It goes into
rotates.
Kenya.
But
Right.
the eclipse, so
Australia,
That's right.
Japan, Kenya.
So it is set up to capture that eclipse. So all we have to do is take out one pyramid.
Or the sun.
I think option A.
Since
is
the
easy.
beginning of time, man has longed to destroy the sun.
That's very interesting. Yes, there is a solar eclipse in next January.
And I think, and I'm reciting the things from before
Yeah,
to the best
yeah,
of my recollection to try
He's
to.
like, oh, you know quite a bit about this. That's impressive.
Tell him about the elder signs. Oh yeah.
So,
Did you
I
bring
know-
the Simter? By the way,
course,
it's-
of
course.
All right, so you
And you
have
have
like
the
a
pendant
carpet
too,
bag that
right?
the
I mean, it's
Simter
not.
is
It's
in.
Yeah.
wrapped and then shoved in my belt.
So wait, the one oh that's right. You have another one. Do they
Yes.
know you have that?
Well, they know.
Okay,
Yeah.
they know.
Yeah.
All right.
because I tried to encourage him to actually leave it
Oh,
to
that's
seal
right.
the.
Yeah.
Yes.
No.
Yeah.
That was a no-go. Yeah.
Yep. That one is not glowing, I believe.
It doesn't go there.
Yeah.
It does not
No.
go. It's like the one I made.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's my understanding that you know a little bit about rituals and the such.
Do you know the forbidden book, Al-Azif?
We're familiar with the name, but we have never actually seen the book.
There's actually a particular spell from it that we would like to learn without reading it. We have plenty of notes.
do you have the Cliff Note version? I mean, you have to read to learn the ritual.
Well, I mean, so I pull out the stuff for the elder sign is in that book as well. However, I pull out all my notes. I did not have to, read and get this ritual doesn't require any blood. And look how it's glowing.
So you pull out the Simter?
Yeah, I'll be like, fine. I have to show you. Whatever.
Oh, that's amazing.
I would love to trade some information with you.
I've never seen that color before.
I can tell you how.
Wow, how?
Well, in exchange, if you could share some of your knowledge.
I mean, I'm always happy to share knowledge with a visiting scholar.
Here we go.
All the notes come.
I mean, you're acting like a professor to him, so
Yep.
he's like,
We're going through this again.
Who's the lady with the crowbar?
Oh no.
She was involved in making this. She's quite accomplished.
That crowbar is magical.
Are you really?
The crowbar.
It seems like it.
Damn close.
Are you a
Depends on which
sorcerer?
end you are.
We don't tell our secrets.
Well, I mean, except for all these right here.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
That's different. That's
Yeah.
different.
Well,
I consider myself an amateur ritual magician.
it's our understanding that you know a particular sort of spell to travel across great distances.
Oh, I wish there was such a spell.
You can't open a door in the air.
Yeah.
fast
Perhaps
enough?
with a book.
Oh,
Do
we're
you
gonna have
recall
to
any
read
of the words
cursed
you used
book.
in that spell?
No.
I was trying to learn those.
I tried to take some notes
Yeah.
too, but I can't get the.
no.
No. It was like you'd hear them and they were gone.
Yeah.
It's like the lyrics to every 90s song.
I'll just share the information. I'm not reading that book.
I'll read the book.
Oh no!
Someone has to read the book.
No one has to read it.
It's.
He's young and naive. He has plenty of sanity to spare.
I mean,
It doesn't work that way. It's a downward spiral. It's a negative feedback loop.
I'll read just a little.
No, it doesn't work that
Just a
way.
portion of it.
No,
It
no.
really doesn't
He's
work
fine.
like that.
Look, he's fine.
Oh no, he's not.
He's fine.
Hold on.
He doesn't remember
I have a
anything.
question.
That's
I
a
have
good thing.
question.
Yeah.
Let me
yeah.
show you
Yeah.
how not fine he is. I grab a piece of paper and I draw out the baby mountain and the baby Black Pharaoh. And I push it towards him and say, "Have you seen this? Do you know what this means?"
I mean, is that a baby?
I mean, that's what I'm assuming it is.
And
I don't know.
mean, that is usually the hieroglyphic for mountain.
Okay. And if you saw it in, I don't know, a pyramid or something, what would you think? Where would you think this mountain is? Like, what mountain would they reference? Because Egypt is relatively flat. I have not seen a mountain yet.
Assume say it was in the Red Pyramid.
Oh, maybe he studied the Red Pyramid. Have you studied any of the pyramids? The
Well, I
red?
mean, so the pyramids are really fool's gold as far as proper occultism goes. They're I myself and some of my more learned friends like to call them. They're the Ouija boards of Egypt. You Americans have the Ouija board where
I
you
understand
think
you.
you're contacting the spirits.
Well, the Black
Not.
Pharaoh is sealed in the Red Pyramid.
I'm sorry.
Oh, what's his proper name? I don't like saying it.
No, we're not.
Nyarlathotep.
God damn it.
Please do not say that name here.
Yes, please.
Well, we were.
Names have power.
That. I was literally about to say that.
I was trying.
We could have just done the
name of
first
fellow.
syllable.
That was the name of the fellow we were discussing.
And so
That-
that
I thought it was
person
something
is
else.
buried. You're saying, how do you know this?
Oh, he's buried in the red
We've
pyramid.
done tremendous research on the subject and may have visited. You may have been there too.
You visited the Red Pyramid.
See, this is not him crazy.
And the
this is
bent
us crazy.
pyramid.
When we're trying to
You
reverse
think so?
psychology things and we just reverse it back onto us, it's not really working.
That might be the quote of the millennium.
It's not you crazy, it's me crazy.
So he's fine.
Yeah, we're breaking up. It's fine.
So
Is one of us really going to read the book?
He's not going to.
I'll read the book.
Well, he hasn't
not helping
offered
us.
the book yet, so.
Well, we're sharing.
Just impress him like you did last time, and then he'll offer the book.
Oh, don't say that.
What last time?
Well,
Oh,
it
no,
wasn't-
you were talking about when we've been going through and talking to different scholars in different lands. This is what we're talking about. Our professor.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
He's very impressive.
Of course, yeah. Well, I mean, I don't. I mean, reading this book is not without.
Cost.
Well, it's a tough read. And,
The language issue? A translation.
well, I mean, how's your Arabic?
I speak Arabic. That's my native tongue.
Oh, he'll say something to you in Arabic. You understand.
Respond then.
All right.
Yeah.
You sound English.
I've spent half of my life in England.
Oh.
So the accent, of course, it's, yeah.
But you are Egyptian.
Yes.
In Arabic, and anybody that wants to can make an Arabic roll, he will say to you, he'll basically say to you that, did you fumble? Awesome. Awesome. We'll get to that in a second. So he says to you in Arabic, what is Egypt's belongs in Egypt. Like kind of trying to get you to like say like, yes, we should not. When you say you're English, he gets a little worried.
He wants you to appease him.
Of course, I respect our heritage and customs. What we are looking into, in Arabic I'm talking about, is something that is bigger than Egypt and bigger than England.
All right, so you hear that, you made the roll, right?
Yes.
So yeah, you hear that. He says to Thomas, you're almost positive that he says something about, with this book you can kill them all.
Wait, who, which, what, who says it? Who says, the professor says
Kafur says to him, this book will give you the power to kill them all.
Don't do it. Oh God, don't do it.
Don't do what?
Don't read the book.
What?
What? It's okay. I'll just read a little bit.
There is no reading a little bit of Al-Azif.
Well, let me
tell you, the first time I read it,
Oh, you've read it more than once.
I sat down, and before I knew it, it was 3 days later, and I was finished with the book.
Only 3 days.
It's a slow read.
Oh, I can imagine. I spent many a weekend doing that exact same thing in the university.
If you wish to read the book, I will. You seem like strange but nice people.
That's
Story
strange
of my
but nice
life.
people. Yeah.
I will. Of course, if you wish to read the book, but for your safety and for the safety of the library, you will be locked into a reading room.
Ooh. Oh, as long as I have some snacks and
I
something
was
to
going to
drink.
say, we need to
Perhaps
make sure
some
this
tea.
one has food.
And a support dog.
Yes.
A support dog?
I will tell you, the third time I read this book,
Ooh.
I tried to destroy it. You cannot destroy this book.
Did you try to read it a fourth?
I've read this book many times.
Why did you try to destroy it?
Is this all in Arabic?
Now I'm intrigued.
No. He's.
Switch back.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
This is like I'm trying to talk you out of reading this.
Yeah.
The things that are contained in this book are unspeakable, and rites and rituals that on first appearance seem innocuous are become on further reading and after further research are corrupt and unholy and nothing that Allah would put on this earth.
You could not read it still.
Yeah.
It was written by a
worse
mad
and
Arab.
worse.
Yes.
And these are visions that were given to him when? What year?
It's a great question. Ooh. That is a great question that I don't know the answer to, but I will find out for you.
Well, maybe.
While you're looking,
Yeah.
it's like, do we really need this?
No, I mean, he doesn't have to. No.
I think so. Yeah.
The more I hear, the less.
Yeah, you've got some things I'm not going to tell him about, and you've got some things I'm not telling him about.
Thank you.
There's some things that are useful that we can.
You can learn this.
utilize.
I can teach you this. You want to learn this? Here, huddle around. We'll learn about this. We'll learn about the elder sign.
Maybe I can teach us some other things we can use, like the travel thing.
What price?
730 AD.
Wow.
Oh,
That's,
Although the copy of Al-Azif that we have is a transcription of scrolls written about 950.
BC,
No, AD.
AD.
This is so 730 is the original.
original.
This is a transcription of scrolls of that. An original copy of Al-Azif is nigh unheard of.
I'm sure you couldn't even touch it.
I mean, the Egyptian
without
books of the
ruining it.
dead were millennia ago, but that was lost knowledge essentially. This is something much more recent historically. or perhaps a combination of so many experiences or so many generations finally writ down. I have to see this.
He's just smiling at you bemusedly. Like, this is a I've been there smile.
Don't do it, please.
I'll see
I'm
you guys in a couple days.
always pleased to start the journey of a young one to enlightenment.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
God, there's no way that sentence can go wrong.
Well, sign me up.
All right?
If I teach you this information, can you not let him read? Give him something else.
him a
It seems
fake
mundane.
Necronomicon.
Yeah, fake Necronomicon. You have to fake one.
It's the picture book.
C is for Cthulhu.
I could
Poor
swear
Donald
this is
found
Three
that
Little
very same
Pigs.
picture book in Boston.
I don't recall the
Yes.
pop-up part of this. Very new to me.
God, I'm trying to think if there's something I can fast talk. No, is there something I could do? To
I've read it
persuade
10
him?
times. All I know is build your house out of bricks.
Don't trust that wolf. I mean, why do you wish to read this book? What do you seek? Because
We were hoping for a nice little handy spell that we believed that you knew without having to read the book.
It's my understanding that in less than 1 year's time, the world may end.
Yes.
I beg your pardon.
Well, the ancient gods will be called forth upon the earth at
I
the time
re-beg
of
your
this
pardon.
eclipse. On the date
Oh,
that
we
I
do
show,
it.
I
We
open up the
really do
book
it.
and show
Right,
the
really do it.
eclipse. Sure, yeah. We have reason to believe. We don't. Obviously, we.
he believes in the cult of the Black Pharaoh.
Yeah.
He knows.
Well,
And that the
yes.
Black Pharaoh will
Right.
return and
the
call
purpose
forth
of that cult is to bring him forth, and he will bring forth this Azathoth.
and
that will,
other.
That will be bad. He knows.
What do you,
Why
what-
do you
what-
keep
Does he know?
using names?
He rolls an odd 2. Never say that name again.
Okay, well, that's
That is the
You know, he's not ready for this book.
that is the power at the center of the universe. The Daemon Sultan of the Elder Gods.
well,
He waits.
Okay, now
My
I
He
understanding-
waits for the call of his herald.
we don't want that cult to happen.
The Black Pharaoh.
You, when, how?
Keep pointing at the book with the date and the eclipse. Right here.
An eclipse will bring the Elder
It
Gods?
aligns everything up.
Well, whatever I can do to help you.
That book. No half measures. There's no point in us dancing around it. We may as well delve into this to try to stop it.
He's got a point.
Can you use something as
your buddy say?
that evil to
It's not
fight
evil.
It's always a
This thing is
negotiation.
not a sanity buffer
Yeah,
in
that's
case you
true.
don't remember.
I will tell
Oh,
you,
I know.
the 5th time
Oh God.
I read this book, I learned some tools that could potentially be useful. It's all theoretical. I've never used any of them. But I learned some things that could be useful, and it's possible that on a first reading you might glean some of that.
Are the things that you gleaned, the tools, the theoretical tools that you found, something that you would be able to pass along in order to help point us in the right direction?
I mean, you have to read the book.
Okay.
but let's say,
But could you guide him in his first reading in any way?
you know how when
Prepare
when
him.
you open a textbook for the first time and you have this overload of information, you don't know what you're looking for. If
yes.
you know what you're looking for, you can pick it out then. So maybe he can glean
I
more
have
on his
never
first.
experienced that.
I had some very interesting textbooks.
No, I know what she means.
I had Al-Azif.
It's almost as if you've gone to lecture and then you read the material after and it makes sense. But if you were skipping lecture and just read the material, it's much more difficult to digest.
There is no lecture. Al-Azif is the lecture.
Such I fear, but
First of all, there are names in those rituals that I will never say. There are words in those rituals that I will never say.
But there are words you would say.
And could you guide him to that place?
It would be like teaching you violin with 3 fingers.
Oh, that would not be useful.
Difficult, but possible.
Better than 2?
Well, I'm willing
I
to.
like your attitude, sir.
I've seen
But we're talking-
I've seen a three-fingered violinist.
Well, he's talking about having to read the book 5 times before you're going to get that. And it takes 3 days to read it.
The first time I read that book, vistas were opened to me.
Well, sign me up.
Very well. I should warn you, the second time I read that book, I disappeared into an opium den for 3 days.
Oh,
This
that.
does not surprise me at all.
Well, I'll just start with 1 and try to avoid the opium addictions.
If I got through, did he do anything for the 4th time?
I haven't heard it. Yeah.
All right.
He never did answer
Just took a
one time,
nap.
Just right on the third.
So you are going to read the Necronomicon for 3 days.
Certainly.
Well, actually, let me rephrase that. You're going to read Al-Azif. Are you going to just power through, or are you going to read it like a, are you going to dog-ear the page every night?
I mean, I think he would attempt to do the same thing he would do with any other scholarly manual, which is not to read at all. He'd read, digest, notes.
sure.
But I don't know how it would affect him when
Right.
he actually reads it.
Right?
So we're
Okay.
just going to hang out.
I do want to give you some preparation. Very simple advice. It will teach you in that book how to create an elder sign, but it will tell you to use blood, and you don't have to. So anytime it tells you to use blood, you don't necessarily have
Put on
to.
a headdress.
Just-
Put on a fancy headdress.
So there are things that can substitute for the life force, as if these magical items. Well, we'll
not
discuss.
necessarily good substitutions.
Well, we can talk more.
I'll make notes then. But I just want to get a surface view, and we'll see where it leads. I have no idea where it's going to lead him.
A voice only you can hear. Mm-hmm. Do you have any idea how powerful that book is?
Enough to avoid it?
It would be very useful
Oh,
in the fight.
no. But I was thinking about just relaxing. 3 days of relaxing. Oh, no.
We're going to Ibn Tulun. What are you talking about? 3 days of relaxing?
See all the mosques.
Oh, you misunderstand. I don't want you to read the book.
Oh.
He wants you to steal it.
I want you to take the book.
Oh, no.
You need that book.
Why do I need it?
Uh-oh.
It is the ultimate weapon. Wars have been won just by holding that book in front of armies. This book is how you will defeat Nyarlathotep.
But how would I get it? Do you have any ideas?
Make the patsy do it.
I like
Silvana, are you okay? I hear a lot of moaning. I'm like, do you need to eat?
Yeah,
Because
that's
I hear,
awesome. He everything is silent except the
do you need to use the bathroom?
restroom. Maybe.
Doctor,
Get out of here?
are you okay? Do you need
I think maybe would it be possible while he's reading it to check up on him to make sure that he's okay?
Of course, I was planning on having a he will be watched.
He needs a lot of food.
I don't think he'll be eating for a couple days.
No, I might surprise you.
Well, there will be an attendant at all times. If you require anything, or if you wish to stop at any time. And in your head, you hear, I'm not going to make you do this today.
But it's a good idea.
It is the idea. That book will change. It will change the entire arc of your story.
If I knew that spell to open that door, I could get that book.
That spell is in that book.
Yeah.
I don't know that spell.
Can I remember any? Because it was traced. Can I remember any of those symbols?
Not really.
Ah. Oh,
And guess what? Neither can Kafur.
Kafur can't remember anything, apparently.
Nope, never happened.
And that's
oh, my 3 days of relaxation.
All right, so you are brought to a, like, a chicken wire cell, essentially. There's a table. There is a light that's like about here. Ergonomics had not been invented yet. There is a wooden chair.
Ow.
And in a small box, a metal, like almost safe deposit box, are a pair of white gloves and a tattered old book.
Okay. Get the journal out.
I'm going to show
Lot of-
up shortly after.
sharpen
with
the
a stack of
pencils ready.
papers. I'm going to do everything I can to not read
Gloves
the book,
on.
but I'm going to be
You're waiting.
helping him take notes. I'm
All
going to
right.
be going over
Okay.
all information that comes
Sure.
out.
Sure.
Oh, so you want to be in the room with me?
I'm going to
Yeah,
be there
yeah.
with
Okay.
you. I'll bring snacks
Okay.
I'll bring
and
snacks.
tea.
Bribe him with snacks
God.
and tea.
Then I can actually talk to you about what I'm reading.
Yes. I won't be reading it directly, though.
While they're doing that, we
Yeah.
should probably see what we can do to find out more information
Yeah.
about the girdle
Oh,
of
my
Nitocris and the mosque before we go there.
Yeah.
You know, principles are important.
Oh, my
P-L-E.
God. Sanity.
Don't ask
That,
No, principles are important. So, I'm assuming, yeah, okay. So the Hefner is giving you guys 1,000 bits.
Cool.
Oh man,
Thank you, Hef.
There's coffee in here.
that was gonna.
Yeah, go my coffee.
It's like 90% silt.
There we go. There we go.
And
Thank you.
Oh, this is full of grounds.
500 bits to me. I don't. We've got this new game going where I have
why?
to do things to get bits. I don't.
What are you doing?
yeah,
Oh,
what do you have
if-
to use it?
If?
And only if
Only if?
I publicly say that the Hef is in my top 3 Twitch users.
Who are you bumping?
So, JD Matthews, what have you done for me lately?
Oh, no!
I've always said it. It's the Baroness.
Yep.
It's whatever my wife's name is.
Squirrel on the run.
We all know what it is.
I am glad that you didn't bump your wife out of it, though. I'm happy for that.
I respect that.
In fairness, JD Matthews has given me a lot of bits.
Yeah.
That's it. And
Like
it's,
1,500
and it's
at
the
this point.
Hef. Those are.
right.
I've always said those are my top 3. Look,
Okay.
the others might change. Baroness is always going to be number 1 in my book.
As long as it's the Baroness and not the Duchess.
Yeah.
I need to not do that anymore. I may like her much more than she likes me. Kind of describes my marriage. That's
Gotta
no, that is not true.
I have no comment for this.
I got to get back at the
We need another break!
Is it break time? Is it?
Bum, 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 bum.
Yeah, we need one of those old
So-
like technical difficulties screens to come up and we can be like, Ezra,
Wow.
stop!
Wow, we are like running out of inspiration. I'm gonna have to start using the. Oh, this one probably will. I can like
Also,
embed this in somebody.
Also, the question is, Thomas, are you just typoing out everywhere? I see 600 bits. Like, why is it 600?
Because Tamago Tora's got his own style, man.
Okay, he's just going 600.
Respect.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, mad respect, man.
Yeah, I like it. Tamago Tora says 600 bits for a book heist.
Hey.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's
All
happening.
his fault.
Tamago Tora comes in with the best, worst idea.
I can't get.
How are we? We have to. The only way I can see is learning that spell. If we learn that spell,
I'll
we
learn
can
the
get
spell.
it out. Oh, but we're not. It's going to be horrible. It's going to
Bam.
go all wrong. We're going to learn another spell, and then we're going to have to use that spell. It's not going to be. It's going to do terrible things. The dead are going to rise from the ground.
I'm hearing like a
I'm
Rube
so
Goldberg
jealous
machine
and
here.
not so jealous all at the same time.
Alexandria is like, look, I deal with death in the mundane world. I'm not touching that shit.
I just want to very quickly
read.
heal my marriage.
Okay.
And make the point that my poor wife has to put up with the fact that I will 100% of the time say what's funny, whether it's like appropriate to the moment or not. And so like we have had our tiffs, and she will say something and I'll just start laughing. And that doesn't help things. But it's because in my head,
Yes.
it's because in my head I have the perfect rejoinder. And when I laugh, it's because I had the sense to go, don't say that.
Although I'm sure the laugh doesn't help.
Nope.
But
Just tell the
steps.
joke at that
Baby
point.
steps.
To be honest,
Baby steps.
But no, it is like 100%. I will go for the good line, as opposed to the thing that will heal whatever rift I have caused. Invariably, I have caused it. Let us be clear. I am a terrible person, is really the final takeaway there.
We love you, Rachel.
Yes.
Who?
Squirrel on the wall.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Oh, look, squirrel.
One of my
Number two.
top 3 Twitch
Yeah.
users.
Yeah.
Squirrel.
Squirrel.
You have not lived. We went all through Germany not seeing squirrels, and she was like, "What's going on? Where are they?" And then we finally saw one, and the whole trip was made for her. All right, so
wonderful.
book heist, yay! So you 2 are there. You 3
To
are.
happen now.
So do we trust the professor to get us an introduction to Ibn Tulin? I mean, he might be disreputable.
Super nice guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a really nice guy. I'm sure he would do it, but what is that worth?
Yeah.
Wait, let me rephrase that. He was a nice guy. Who knows now?
Yeah.
He tricked us into reading a book.
No, the hedgerows tricked you.
That's
into
what
reading a
teachers
book.
do.
That's what teachers.
Teachers are real.
This is why I'm not a professor.
Look, before we go into that mosque, I really feel like we should do as much research as we can on this girdle. Why am I the one saying this?
3 days to relax and get back
So
sanity.
no. Okay. So to your
No,
point,
we
we
have-
tried asking.
Yes.
And he kind of said, "Oh, this is girdle. This is saying it," but doesn't say anything more about it. So where would we go
Get some history.
to find out more
Ibn
about
Tulin.
it?
Where it is.
exactly.
To see
Yes,
exactly.
can we? Is there a book that we can find about Ibn Tulin itself? When was it established?
So you
Why
haven't
was-
mentioned that to the professor at all.
We did
A little bit.
We did ask about the girdle of
Yes.
of
Yeah, you didn't
manuscripts and
mention
sort of-
Ibn Tulin or anything like that.
So
Well, since you need an introduction, I'm guessing it's going to come up.
we should probably
Sure.
talk to our source.
Yep.
Okay.
Lead the way, oh bookie people.
All right, so just to remind you, here's poor, not at all insane Dr. Kafur.
Oh, very sane.
I need to block out memories like he does.
That's
Just
in
wait.
the book.
It'll come.
That's how you get sane.
Yeah, that's how you get. It's called compartmentalization. So yeah, you're going to ask him about the Mosque of Ibn
Yep.
Tulin. I think it was one of the first mosques in Cairo. It's now it's a I think you would call it an asylum.
What do you mean?
Oh.
For
It's no longer a
people?
mosque. It's now
An
for
insane
people who are unwell in the head.
Okay.
Oh.
Oh,
Very interesting.
And,
So they don't store books or any
It's not a
old
reliquary.
writings. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I was hoping that we could research.
make a psychology roll.
Oh, asking the wrong person. Oh, sit. Oh no, that's 66. Never mind. I was like, oh, 6. Nope. Nope.
do you want to
Sure,
surprise
yeah,
Val, or?
you can.
Just need one more 6.
Somebody
Right.
who.
Nope.
Are we there or are we
actually
reading?
has
No,
Oh, yeah.
You guys
No.
are.
You've been taken to the cell.
Yeah.
Guys are gone.
You get the feeling that, so when you say, do they have stuff there? He doesn't quite go, no, they don't. But, you know,
It's
Yeah,
close.
we get that.
Got
We
it.
get to hear
Okay.
that. Yeah.
And again, just kind of assuming the fact that any church would have a Bible, any mosque would have something.
well,
The Quran.
yeah. So
Yeah, that book and other books too.
it
Yeah,
is
the comparative religion thing.
The Catholic will not say that.
That other thing.
She said
Well,
a
so
comparative
The
religion.
Middle Testament, kind of.
So if the mosque is now not a place of worship, where would the records of the mosque through the years? Where would we find those in the library, or would you have them? Or?
Well, they would probably still be at the mosque. There is
Okay.
still, there is still a caretaker there, and there is still.
do they allow people to do some research there? Do they allow people to?
Well, I mean, as far as I know, in terms of research, the only information it would have is genealogical, of its worshippers and that
Okay.
sort of thing, and of course probably a copy of the Quran. But I could. And don't you have a letter of? Don't you have a name at the mosque?
Yeah, we do. I just forgot. It was provided to us from Gavigan or
Yeah,
Gavigan. So
Gavigan.
it's kind of like, meh. Do we
I think it
want
was
to
Ahmed al-Dahabi.
Because we did ask for a letter of introduction.
Yes.
No, that was a letter to Dr. Kafur.
Okay.
But yeah, so he'll give you the name of Ahmed al-Dahabi, is the caretaker of the Mosque of Ibn Tulin. And he will tell you, it is on this map. It's number 18, so it's right there. On this map, it is, let's see here, it is somewhere, I think it's right there. And you guys
Okay.
are
Up there.
up here. This is in the middle of Old
I
Town
was gonna say that's
Cairo.
old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great.
One of the first mosques in Cairo, of
Makes
course,
sense.
in Old Town.
We don't want to be there after dark then.
And speculatively, do you think it has any relationship to Nitocris?
I can't imagine.
Okay.
I mean,
I heard a rumor, and I'm not understanding why.
what rumor did you hear?
That the girdle is guarded there.
What girdle? Oh, the girdle. You were
Yeah.
talking about this girdle of. I have never heard of a girdle of Nitocris. Is this
Okay.
is this like an item that was?
I'm assuming it's a girdle. She
I could
wore it.
I could try and look into it.
Okay.
If you would be so kind.
Of course, of course.
Thank you. Thank you.
I know you'll be coming back in about 3 days.
Yeah, we will.
Yeah.
All right.
Pick up the remains.
You guys are going to go to the mosque, or are you going to? It's about it's late afternoon now.
I don't.
Should we wait and come back tomorrow and see what he says about it?
I
before
think
we
at
go
the
to
very least tomorrow.
tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. You guys get to have a lovely dinner out in Cairo.
So jealous.
A couple rolls.
We
here.
are leaving for a nice dinner. No,
You're
I will
gonna
drag.
Bring
I
me
will
dinner.
twist your
Bring it
ear.
to me.
No, no, I will.
Here.
I will. You.
You're gonna need to borrow her crowbar to get her away from.
Then I will need to borrow the crowbar.
So let's make me first of all an Arabic roll,
Let's do that.
because if you don't
Pass. Actually, it'd be a hard success.
Yeah, I come down and I'm like, Silvano, I need I don't know, money. Give me some money.
I need
I need
money.
With my accounting skills as of late, I'm feeling
How
a
many
little
camels
liberal.
worth?
Yeah.
All right, so
If we had negotiated for some of those camels, we'd be a little bit ahead right now.
I like how this turns into a money-making venture for you. Like somehow the accounting goes to the plus.
make me a Cthulhu Mythos roll.
All right, I got an 05 on this. Let's see. Did not succeed.
Okay.
37.
All right. So you start reading this book, and time disappears. Like it's one of those the camera pulls back but stays focused on you, and the world around you just goes away.
Till he feels a hard slap.
I'm
there for a reason.
You're like, dinner time.
Yeah.
All right. So you go to do that. Make me a POW roll.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Oh no, 90 is not a success. Not a fumble, but
All right. So you whack him and he does not respond.
I force the book closed.
All right. Opposed strength rolls.
All right.
So you're both going to make a strength roll. Whoever gets the better
I got a
success.
48. That is a fail, but it's a 48.
Not a critical, but like
Didn't roll high?
I got an 80.
All right, so
start
you
with,
walk up and you start to push the book closed, and without even acknowledging you, he's just holding it open.
Yeah.
Okay, there's a path of least resistance. I brought in a stack of papers. Plop.
Okay.
This is a fun little game. You're gonna eat dinner. You're gonna eat dinner, and you haven't said frickin' word.
Meanwhile,
I've been here to take notes.
It's been 6 hours and he hasn't uttered a word. Yeah. Yes. So that breaks the spell of the book on you, and all of a sudden it's like
I'm hungry.
This little thing is the only light, and it is super dark in this room. And there's just a sheaf of papers over the book.
Oh, what happened? What happened?
Oh, you've been
I'll
gone.
move the papers out of the way.
No! I slammed my hands up. No, it's time to eat. It's time to eat. We have to talk about what. No.
Oh, I am
time to eat.
hungry.
Yeah.
Let's bring some food in. And
No, let's go out. Let's go somewhere nice.
No, we can't leave.
Yes, we
I
can.
just
we
got
can.
started
We physically
on this.
can leave. It is entirely possible,
only-
and we're going to.
How many pages in?
You've
Barely.
not as. It feels like 10.
It's just the only
How
10
many is it?
pages.
I can actually see.
He's gone through a third of the book.
You're no.
I was in the middle
You
of
are going to eat.
I was in the middle of a ritual.
The
I just
attendant-
don't
The
understand.
attendant comes to the door and he says, "Are you done for today?"
Yes.
Very well.
Wait, we don't have to leave, do we?
Yes.
It's not- what time is it?
You're gonna get some dinner. You're
What
gonna
time
get
is
some
it?
sleep.
It is 8 o'clock, sir.
That's early.
He locks.
What time does the library
For
close?
food, I've never heard you say that before.
The library closed at 5, sir.
At 5?
All right. Here, there, and the book is.
Yeah, he's
got
taking the book.
Okay.
Oh, but
Let's go eat and sleep. And why don't you tell me all about? Pick up my papers and everything, straighten them out.
You guys end up at a little cafe close to the museum, like.
I need
and-
some tea, some of the good English tea.
Yeah, you're thinking about like the things that you've read in that book, and
Tell me about the things.
so you didn't see anything about a spell in there. Basically,
Okay.
right now this is the ravings of a man who is alone in the desert, and he comes to an awful city, Iram, the city of pillars, and he see just the horrible things he sees there. And so far, there have been like 40 pages of description of this city.
Wow.
Okay. And he's in the desert, like in Arabia.
It's like George R. R. Martin talking about food.
Oh, okay. So as we eat some food and
Tell me about the
and
pillars.
Yosef kind of starts to get back to
City of
normal again,
pillars.
he'll tell you what he'll essentially
Yeah.
convey to you the same thing that Ezra.
So
I'll see if I can get him to, because it seems like he's just surface level, and see if I can get him to get any details about anything.
So you recall? Have you read any Mythos tomes? I don't think you have.
The scroll from Alistair was very likely.
Yeah.
Now that I think about it.
Yeah, but you recall that like it's a little bit like it's a little bit like an episodic thing where the horror doesn't really make sense until you put it all together.
Yeah.
Like the first part, you're like, huh, city with pillars. Then the second.
I'm just
and then
trying.
the
Yeah, I'm
third.
just trying to get details
Yeah.
and write them down,
All right.
and get
yeah.
him to also
Yeah, he's
be aware
conveying stuff.
and I'll
of.
do
Yeah.
the best I can. as
You
we
three have a
eat.
lovely dinner.
Yes.
Fantastic.
Of course we do.
There's much wine. All three of you make spot hidden rolls.
Stupid cat.
The cat doesn't
I
visit.
will bet there's a cat.
Yeah, this is
Yeah,
definitely-
that's
Yes.
a hard success.
Yes, a hard success.
All right, hard success. So did you get a hard as well?
Yes.
Did all three of you get? Oh well, all right. With all three of you getting hard successes, a cat.
I mean, we're looking for it now.
Well, yeah, but
this
here's
point.
the thing: the cat looks right at you and goes,
How far am I into my dinner?
Follow.
"Dinner's about over. You're having
Okay.
like an after-dinner glass of wine."
Shall we find out what in the name of the gods
Yep,
this
I have
bloody
my
cat
dagger on me.
wants?
All right. So
I have my daggers on.
That's
me.
not a
you
dagger.
have a scimitar.
You have a glowing
I'm calling
scimitar.
it my
It's like a blade like this long.
This is a knife.
I understood that reference.
So you guys start following a cat
got
into
the
the
cat.
middle of
American
nowhere,
reference.
Egypt.
Why not?
All right. You follow this cat, and it starts to take you that way.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, there's three of us and we have weapons, so.
Yes, and there's a whole old city of people who might not like us being in their area.
Still following the cat.
All
Follow
right.
the cat.
Yeah.
All right.
We
It's
ordered
taking you-
dessert.
We need
Sounds
to follow
good.
The cat.
He
The
needs
cat's
it.
been,
Yeah.
So the cat will lead you on a merry jaunt through.
What color is this cat?
This is a gray cat.
Great cat.
Seems smarter than the other two.
The cat leads you on a merry jaunt, and after about 30 minutes, there's another cat. And now there are two cats leading
Okay.
you. And another 10 minutes, there's a third cat. And all of a sudden, you're aware that there are cats on the walls. There's a cat in front of you. And
And we never heard from him again.
We were happy.
I'm surrounded by cats.
Yeah,
if I'm
really.
gonna die, I'm gonna die happy.
Assuming they stay cats.
Oh.
That's fair.
and you are
Turn into chihuahuas.
Stray cat.
Demon dogs.
Corgis.
Corgis I would
Oh, I
take.
would love.
Death by corgi.
dogs suck. You are led into a little courtyard that has one door, and all of the cats just kind of plop down in this courtyard.
I'm gonna look around really warily. Like, how many cats are there at this point?
You can't even count. There are just
hard to
cats
walk.
everywhere, and they're all silent.
This is
a witch's place.
unearthly.
Right. This is a witch.
This is weird, actually. With a
So-
W.
So you go
With a
first.
Y. Oh yeah, thanks. Sure.
We give you a glowing
I will
scimitar.
be.
I'm holding onto my daggers under
I'll
my
be check
sleeves.
6.
Yep.
I'll be check 6.
All right.
Thank you.
You knock on the door,
Yeah.
and you hear a voice say, "Go away."
I just pause.
In English.
Knock again.
It does. Yes, it answers in English. Huh. Guess I forgot to.
Wait, pause.
I got it.
I take one of the cats and go at the door.
I said, "Go away." Let's see. You're European.
Yes.
You can not anymore, Britain. You can.
Yeah,
make
that's years in the
You
future.
can make an intelligence roll.
Okay, thank you. Oh yeah, hard success.
The accent is Dutch.
Oh.
Van
Van
pause for a second. Dr. Van Heuven?
Who is there?
My name's Irene. Can I talk to you for a minute? The cats led us here.
You keep those cats away from me.
I have nothing to do with them. They just led us in your direction. Can I talk to you for a minute without talking through a door?
Are there cats there?
Yes.
No.
I mean, they don't look like they're going anywhere. I want to talk to you about the Clive expedition.
All right, come in.
Thank you.
So the door opens like a tiny bit, and as the door opens, every cat kind of goes.
I'm gonna turn around and look at them like, stop it.
And he looks out, and he looks at all the cats, and like gets this crazed look in his eye. Always, always.
May we come in?
Why are there three of you, and why are you all women?
That's an odd question.
Because that's what we are.
Because
Doctor, you can't just ask someone why they're women.
I was about to say, as opposed to why are the cats always in front of your house? Like, I don't understand what's.
When you say the cats again, he like goes back to them.
Let us,
hurry!
Yes.
Thank you.
Let us in. Thank you.
Do you have a fake name that you're traveling under?
Whatever
Because
your
they-
fake ID says.
Mine says Anne Hathaway.
Mine says Irene Adler. That's
I know
why I
at one
used
point
Irene.
we were talking about having
Yes.
Yeah, no, we
Spent a lot of money on
like
that.
but
No, Donald spent a lot of
Yeah.
money on that.
You're squandering your sanity away.
It's all right. I got it back.
Yeah, no,
I could be Dr. Ford.
yeah, we all got fake IDs with fake names on them.
Gotcha.
So
I'll be
whatever-
Dr. Ford.
Okay, and I would have known that before walking in,
Yes.
so I can introduce you
Yes.
appropriately. Is why I'm asking.
Yep.
He
Hannah.
when you come in, this is the definition of a hovel. There's a bed, a desk with an oil lamp, and 2 bottles on it, and 1 glass. And the smell in here is terrible. It's
Just
3-day-old drunk
yeah. Yeah.
is the smell in here, and
Smell worse.
Yeah.
he'll grab one of the bottles.
And they're all open.
Why are you here?
We want to know what happened with the Clive expedition and why you're here, in this state.
I was let go.
Why?
Yeah, well, I will tell you, but come back tomorrow and bring alcohol, because this
Is about 2 hours worth?
is empty.
So I pull out my flask
I'm about to say.
and pour and tap a little. And pour a little. Does he have a clean glass? So I look for
no.
a glass.
Oh, no.
So does he have a dirty glass that's empty?
Yes.
Okay, so I pull it and fill it up and just push it towards him and be like, so what can you tell us right now?
I'll tell you that they found Nitocris.
Was she?
That's empty.
Fill it up again.
And
Where?
And what happened when they found
Make me a
her?
luck roll.
How good my liquor is?
No, how empty your flask is.
Yeah.
Oh, Nikes. Ooh, 6. I am full
You've
flowing.
got your
I've got
flask
2.
is
I'm double over.
your
wielding flask.
Your flask has
Where's my
plenty of alcohol in it.
Excellent.
Yes.
When I said give me some money, I was like,
Nick.
We
have lots of
found
tea.
I needed that for the book.
we found a tomb with an unknown mummy in it, but I know
and you found it in Giza?
it was Nitocris.
How do you know? I mean, first of all, can you confirm where was it?
That is empty.
I just give him the flask. I'd give him your flask. I don't want his lips touching mine.
Make sure I get it back.
It's gone.
You might want to burn it. When you
Why do you think that?
Alcohol
I asked
sanitizes.
all for all the money.
So he will say that they were at Giza.
Okay.
Okay.
We discovered a chamber in Mycerinus's pyramid. In it was a mummy, unprepared but preserved. And it was, there were no hieroglyphs or anything like that, but the marvelous funerary trappings made it clear that this was a person of great importance.
So why do you think specifically?
Make a luck roll.
Where the hell's my luck? Ooh, yeah, I'm gonna have to
Will
do it.
inspire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do it.
You can inspire luck rolls?
Yeah.
Sure.
Just not.
I need to do that.
As long as you
just
don't
not
fumble
the
them.
other ones. Oh, it's worse.
All right.
Yeah.
This.
Yeah. Welcome to me.
Mark
Is
it.
empty.
Mark it. It's an
Mark
Amy.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's an Amy.
All right. So I pull out my flask. I'm just gonna pour his
All right.
Nice.
pour the glass at this point. I'm not gonna let him self-medicate.
So can we ask them what relics they found with it?
yeah.
So
Ask
yes.
away.
Well, yeah. Just ask him.
Yeah.
It's right
Okay.
there.
So what relics did you find with the mummy? Did you find any articles of clothing?
There were no
Did you-
relics with her. It was just the mummy itself is the most extraordinary find in
I
decades.
understand. Oh, yeah, I understand. I just wondered if there was anything else that.
But how did you know it was her?
Yes.
Clive was sure of it, and Clive is a very smart man.
I have no doubt, but did he say what he saw that indicated as much?
I trust him implicitly. I mean, yes, he let me go. I understand finances and the such, but Dr. Clive is a very smart man, and I'm sure that is Nitocris. And then someone stole it. They stole the mummy.
And you have no idea who?
No,
Haven't heard any rumors or anything?
How did they just go?
the
about-
mummy, the sarcophagus, 2 police officers gone.
Ooh.
Oh, okay.
So why are you here like this?
Make a luck roll. Wait, yeah, make a group luck roll.
All right.
I missed.
Oh, yeah, I'm good.
91.
All right. He's
Do we
like
need to do
he's
2 out
like
of 3?
tapping the flask.
Okay.
If you do 2 out of 3, I'll inspire.
Yeah.
Who has a higher luck? What's yours?
Mine's 39.
Mine's 80, but I made
Mine's
it.
47.
So, yeah.
Yeah, so I'll go. So if we need 2 out of 3 to make this better.
40. Made it.
All right.
All right.
Thank you.
He takes another drag. Why am I here? Because Clive fired me. And that's fine. But I am going to make a fortune when I'm finished with my work. I'm deciphering. I found scrolls. And I am deciphering them.
You found scrolls.
Scrolls. So, Clive fires me.
Uh-huh.
I have nothing. I come back to this place. I got lost one night. I might have had a drink. Speaking of which.
Good stuff, innit?
I might have had a drink or two. I got lost. I found myself in an alley. And in a gutter in the alley, I saw a light. And I was able to squeeze into that gutter. And there was a chamber. And in that chamber, I found scrolls.
Ooh.
And I am working to decipher them.
What have you deciphered so far?
Are they written in hieroglyphics? Are they
This-
written
Is empty. Do you have any more? Come back tomorrow with alcohol and I will tell you what I'm working on.
Goddamn non-drinkers.
didn't think of bringing with me?
I drink socially.
No, so dry. I tell him that I have done research in hieroglyphics. I'm very, very, very interested in them. Is there any way I could get a peek?
I am very, very interested in gin.
We gave you what we had.
It was not enough. Come back tomorrow.
Great choice.
Alcohol.
Okay.
May I ask you one last question?
Is it about alcohol?
Why are the cats following you?
Damn cats.
There's a hell of a lot of cats out there.
That are cursed.
From what? All right.
I'm sure it has nothing to do with anything I'm working on. He says with the lack of self-awareness that
Yes.
anyone that has a curse on them can...
I wouldn't bet on that. All right. Tomorrow?
Tomorrow.
Yep.
Also, bring food. I can't leave. The cats follow me everywhere. They might follow you now.
Oh, they might. Yeah, they already have been.
We've already seen cats on our balcony.
At dinner.
Were you brought here by the cats?
I said
Yes.
that.
Yes.
What is their game?
I don't know.
I think maybe you need help.
I think I need gin. Go!
All right.
Okay.
They're intervention cats.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh, God.
Mine's empty.
You drink too fast.
We're your cats. We care about you. This is an intervention. I couldn't quit any time. All right. So yeah, you are in the middle of nowhere.
Okay.
The cats have dispersed as you come out.
All right, I'm going to try to make note of where we are as best I can.
Make a navigate roll.
Is that even a
Travel.
thing?
Yes,
travel
it is.
in
Oh
a
my
s-
God, it is.
You just travel as in
I'm
as
gonna
straight
make-
of a line north as
Well,
possible.
I'm trying to remember.
We played a whole game of Cthulhu where Thomas had the ability to operate boats, and he would just be like, I need to drive a boat. That was all he wanted
Yeah.
to do. So navigate was...
Fair enough. I would say that I was trying to keep note of where we were going.
I would say you were following cats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I sketch
There's a
where
lot
we
of
are right
cats.
now? Can I do that?
Sure.
Okay.
You can make an
Oh,
intelligence.
don't roll that.
Whoa! Oh, they do not make it home.
96.
Wow.
This is where you want to be after
No,
dark.
not quite.
End up in a
All right.
crypt.
And
No,
there's
this
the
is going to go
asylum.
very... So...
Damn it.
Gosh. All right. All right.
I don't like that.
Here we go.
All
That's like
right.
when I say so.
We get back and we're like, why is no one here? Yeah.
I wish I had made the navigate roll. Oh well.
There's
You-
no,
Offer it, dude.
there's no cab. There's no.
Well, not in this neighborhood.
Old Cairo at night, probably not.
You...
I've got navigate.
I don't have a lot of navigate, but
You are... You're sure. You're just like, yeah, no, it's right. No problem. We're following the cats. And it's getting later. Mm-hmm. It's probably 10 o'clock now.
Mm-hmm. You end up at a crypt.
And
Or we find that light.
you find up ahead, you're like, oh, look, here's the hotel.
Mm-hmm.
You are in front of the Mosque of Ibn Tulun.
Okay.
oh.
Do we know at least how we got from his house to Ibn Tulun?
She knows exactly how. She has no idea.
Okay.
Not a clue.
The air around here is full of screams of people that sound tortured.
Oh.
It's full of laughter that sounds awful. This is not a restful place. This is not a, mosques are like places of quiet contemplation. This is not a place of quiet contemplation. This is a place of madness.
This is bedlam.
All right, let's try and get a cab out of here.
Okay, but we were told where the Mosque of Ibn Tulun was relative to where we were.
Correct.
Ish.
Yeah.
I mean, Old Cairo is a maze. Streets that
else.
just don't go anywhere, and
Yeah.
I mean, you can sure go ask somebody.
Right, someone who speaks Arabic.
Yes.
Please find a way
Yes.
out of here.
All right.
All right, so you're gonna like walk up and just knock a so you enter the compound.
Yes.
It is essentially a compound.
Yes.
And there are two buildings. There's a smaller, maybe administrative building, and then
That's-
there's the hospital kind of building
yeah, I
now,
think the administrative
which is the
building,
the administration building is the old mosque. The hospital building is a large building to the side. It's very easy to tell which is which because that one is much quieter.
Yes. I figured maybe that would be a good place to go and ask. Say we're lost, and we saw your was a mosque, and we thought we'd ask.
Does this guy speak English?
I have Arabic, so I can.
Thank goodness we have one person with us who speaks Arabic.
All right. So.
That's smart. Have to have the two people who speak Arabic into
split 'em up.
in the parties.
It's always smart to split the party.
Yeah, well.
You have one of them read a cursed book, and the other one go to an insane asylum.
We keep doing this
Nothing
too.
can
Is the
go
worst
wrong.
problem.
Yeah.
Oh, we're fine.
Nah.
We'll be okay.
I mean, we're somehow fine, but you're gonna. We're setting down some rules for that book. I'm setting up hour. I'm not. Yeah, hour.
Oh, okay,
hour.
So
Intermission.
you
Barely
knock on the
read
door,
anything
Yes.
and an old man who is very traditionally dressed opens the door with an oil lamp,
Ooh.
and he's like holding it up.
Yes. And say in Arabic, so sorry, but we are lost. We are looking for our hotel, and
Make an Arabic roll.
oh yeah.
He will look at you, and in English he will say, "Your Arabic is quite good."
Oh, thank you. And your English sounds nice.
I speak a little. You are very lost.
Yes.
Forgive me, but in my faith, I cannot admit unattended women. There is an entrance. I will speak with you here.
Thank you. Thank you.
How can I? I am Ahmed Al-Dahabi. I am the caretaker of the Mosque of Ibn Tulun.
Pleasure to meet you, sir.
Hello. And you guys introduce yourselves.
Yes.
Yes. How can I help you?
Can you point us back at our hotel?
Or perhaps secure
You have been
transportation.
walking?
It's yes.
No, do not walk in Old Cairo.
We got caught up in some of the sites. We got caught up in, and now we are lost.
Very well, very well. In Arabic, you hear him say, Nessim to me. And a giant ancient man walks up beside him. This man has a sword that looks very much like your sword.
Does it? It
It
doesn't.
does
glow?
seem to glow.
Okay. Does it? What's the symbol look like?
You can't tell.
Okay.
But he looks at you and he says, in my faith, we must always aid those who require it. This is Nessim. Actually, he actually says something in Arabic that you can make a roll on.
Okay. 09.
Boom.
Yeah.
He calls him.
Extreme.
So he doesn't call him Nessim. Actually, he calls him the Sword of Akmala. And he will return you to your hotel.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And Nessim will turn to this guy, and you don't need to make a roll. He will say to he'll ask Ahmed if it is safe for him to be gone, and Ahmed will, in Arabic, kind of looking at you, making you aware that he knows you speak Arabic. He will say to Nessim, everything is secure. Please. Nessim clearly speaks no English. He says, please see that these women are returned safely to where they belong. And Nessim sort of looks at all three of you and nods and starts walking.
Yep, let's follow him.
Bear scimitars.
Yours isn't out, right?
No.
Okay, yeah.
No, it's wrapped up.
All of our stuff's wrapped up.
As you are walking, you are acutely aware that Nessim is like on guard. He is like he's like checking roofs. He's like, this is not a good place.
Yeah, him being that paranoid has me on edge, and I'm just like hands on daggers, ready to go if I need to.
And again, no rolls here. There's at least 2 instances where like shadows slink back into alleys when they see that it is Nessim. This massive bull of a ancient man. He somehow is simultaneously ancient and vigorous.
Okay.
He's like the Jack LaLanne of, whirling dervishes or something. That reference doesn't make me old. So, long story short, it is a long walk, but over the course of about 2 hours, he gets you back to your hotel.
Wow. Okay.
Oh.
And I'm gonna like lean over to Joan and say, "How do you say thank you in Arabic?"
Yes.
Yeah, you say
I see, real quick.
You thank him, and he doesn't speak. He just nods, and he turns around, and he's gone.
Okay. So tomorrow, I think our way to get back in is to take
You left this Simter?
kind of, but like to take him a gift and say thank you very much.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And you know what I mean? And
Yes.
bring cigarettes and whatever, and not alcohol.
Probably not cigarettes.
No.
either.
No.
I don't
Right,
know.
Hello,
no,
devout
no,
Muslims. Would you like cigarettes and alcohol?
We also have
Oh, that's
crack
the other
cocaine.
guy.
Oh, it's important for you too. Here you go. Some pig.
Yeah.
Can I interest you in the Book of Mormon?
Yeah, we're probably gonna need a rucksack to take some alcohol to our Dutch friend.
Yes. Okay, and then we'll have something to take it
Yeah.
to him. We'll figure
Yeah,
out something.
yeah.
Yeah. So in the morning, we should request items to be brought from the hotel and to the hotel so that we can take
Duty
them.
free.
Yeah, I don't know what sort of thing would be appropriate to give an elder, but I imagine there's some sort of
Are we
protocol.
back at the hotel?
Yeah, you guys get back,
Yeah.
and they're not there.
Oh, that's okay.
Yeah.
He doesn't give a
They're
shit.
probably out living it up.
Yep. Spending all the money
I
you gave me.
mean, my flask is missing. So
And I did borrow $50.
getting into trouble. They're having a good old time.
Boy, your flask is going to smell terrible tomorrow.
But they won't be back until some ungodly hour of the morning.
So it's like midnight,
yeah,
right?
yeah, when you get back, yeah.
Oh, do you think they're okay?
Come in, just like limping with exhaustion.
Yeah.
It's Emma. I'm more worried about everyone else around her.
Yeah, they will, about midnight, they come back.
I'm asleep.
Yeah.
We have tea.
Do you, like, put Silvano's flask on his bedside? His empty flask?
Yeah,
is
pretty
just-
much. Actually, I'm not even going to give it back to him. It's just disgusting. I'm going to have it washed first.
I'm gonna have to get a touristy one now.
Oh, yeah, you know where you want to get a flask? Cairo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like-
Totally. I am going to tell them before we turn in for the night that about what the area felt like and how everyone reacted to what was his name?
Nessim.
Nessim.
The
And
sword of Akmala.
yeah, and I'm like, he's someone respected in that area, if for nothing else, his abilities, from what I could see, and it felt like he.
He's guarding that girdle.
I'm sure he is.
I
I'm sure that's what
have
the
I
sword
have
does.
no doubt that he is keeping watch over whatever is housed there.
How are you going to steal that?
I'm not going to steal it. I'm going to be forthright with these gentlemen and,
We'd like to give it to Nyarlathotep.
well, no, just Well,
There's
again,
no way that can go wrong.
Yeah.
Again, I'm getting out of this on a
I'm just dipping it in the Nile. Where it goes, hey.
I'm
Do you
still.
want to tell them what's happening? and
Yeah, I do, because I think that there's a solution to this that isn't giving it to that guy.
You've
Thank
seen
you.
a
His
vision.
name? Yeah, obviously.
You've seen a vision. You've seen a vision.
What do you mean?
The divine speaks to you. You see visions.
No, the Black Pharaoh speaks to me.
I mean, he is semi-divine.
But he is a god.
Let's just,
There is no God, but
yeah, there is
That's
only
not
one
what
God.
the commandment says. You have no other gods before me. It indicates there's others.
False gods. So he
Gods
thinks,
nonetheless.
Yeah, I mean, anyway, long story short, whatever he is. But I'm sure, first of all, I can get out of this on a technicality. I'm sure that I can, not be.
Has anyone that's ever said, I'm sure I can get out of this in a technicality, gotten out of it in a technicnicality?
I don't know. Ask the lawyer.
I'm absolutely positive.
You're the Roger Stone in this story.
I'm only going to be jail for 3 days. Yeah, so I'm sure I could potentially borrow it, not be in Cairo, or just a combination of things that just don't fulfill the whole. I don't know. You know what I mean?
No.
We know that he can get anywhere. He has pinged us in New York. He has pinged us in London. I'm sure he had an eye on us in Peru. So the idea of trying to pull a
Make
fast...
me an intelligence roll.
I don't like your expression when you said that. Yeah, I made it.
Hey, Larkin's eyes sure turned black at one point.
Yeah, no. Remember Larkin's eyes going all black and shit? He's been watching us for a while. I have no doubt that he can ping us wherever he wants.
Well, yeah,
Trying to get out of this on a technicality might end very badly.
I'm just saying, I'm just going to Emma my way through this.
I have an idea.
Well, we're doomed.
If you cannot possibly fulfill the bargain,
I like
would you
this
be failing
character.
it? Maybe that's your technicality.
That's what I'm saying, is that I failed, but sort of failed just because of circumstance. Where it's like,
So should this be the sort of failure where we never got our hands on it?
maybe. We'll see. Let's
Because
just see
it
what
seems
these guys...
it seems to be reasonably well protected there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to tangle with Nesser, or Nessin, or whatever his name is.
I maybe could,
Nessim.
and it would end very
And we
painfully.
don't want to take away the guardian of whatever he is.
Did you tell us what the translation of what he called
The
him
sword
was?
of Achmala.
Okay.
Does the Akmala mean anything to you?
Does it mean anything to anybody?
Doesn't.
No, I heard it and went, okay.
We should.
Well, he is
something we
the
could
sword.
look up.
Whoever Akmala is, he's the
I would be interested in
weapon.
finding out
Yeah,
who
that's what I
or
was
what
thinking, it's the
Akmala
sword.
is.
You know what? Actually, I'll give you an occult roll on that.
Can I cult that as well?
Sure.
49 is a success.
No, I did not.
So once
Grew
again,
up
we
in
have
Cairo
the
for a little
sound.
while.
I'm
Yeah.
Shit.
I mean, my character had some.
Joe's about to kill somebody.
some experience
about
with
to kill
Cairo.
him.
I lived in Cairo for a while. You know.
it's out of experience with all this.
Joan's like, I don't know, and you're like, well, actually.
Yes. Oh,
Totally
will
by the
actually be.
non-professor in this one.
Get
Yeah.
out of the blast radius. Of this.
I lived here. I heard it from somebody. Whatever.
So all you know is that the Sword of Akmala is a fabled blade. It's like a myth. You know, it's like the Excalibur. And it is. It was made to mete out punishment to Allah's enemies.
Yeah. And I'll explain that to everybody.
But he's also the guardian.
now I know.
He's the guardian of the girdle.
Thanks.
Didn't you say there was something odd about his sword?
Yeah, it looked like mine. It was glowing, and it had a symbol on it.
Wow.
He's the guardian of the girdle.
And he
That's what I'm
carries
calling
or one of them, because they
the
said
mythical sword of Akmala.
Sure.
He also said, Nessin was asking, is it okay? You sure it's okay that I leave? And they said, no, it's fine. It's taken care of.
It's taken care of. Is that how?
It's secure.
Yeah, they technically said it's secure.
I don't know if this is something that we want to take away from its protection, but I think we need to know more about this before we go Emma-ing our way in.
Well, I'm just saying that there's got to be an alternate answer to
Yes.
the one that's given. You know, when somebody's like, you have to do this thing. Usually you can sort of do it by sort of going around it and getting ish there. Yeah, you just
It sounds like you're getting audited. Is
Yeah,
really what I'm hearing.
Exactly. I feel like my relationship with the Dark Pharaoh is like a big
Yeah.
audit.
But yeah, I mean, first of all, we have to figure out what to give the Moss Lieutenant. He is not very comfortable with women.
Do we have?
so
Yeah, I was going to say,
may
do we have to take a man?
Yeah. Yes.
We're busy.
Yeah.
Doing men things.
Hunting, gathering,
Reading a cursed
Reading.
book.
reading.
Well,
Very important.
depending on how long it takes you to read this thing, we may.
Yes.
I'm busy tomorrow and the next day.
I was going. We have.
Probably
We
the
have-
day
we have
after I'm
something
gonna
tomorrow.
be
This is like the most. This is the most strident that Yusuf is in. Norman's like, well, if you, I'm busy.
I'm like, are you washing your hair? What are you doing?
I'll be
shit
at
to
the
do.
museum
He's reading that damned book.
Literally.
Literally.
Bring gifts of maybe clothing or cloth.
Okay.
Or other foodstuffs.
Yeah, food would
Medicine
Okay.
would be good.
Okay.
Something like that.
Yeah.
What are you learning with your book?
Amazing history about the
food,
lost
okay.
city. I'll tell you sometimes it's kind of strange. I don't quite understand it yet,
Yes, because
frankly,
we're
but-
any strangers to strange.
Yeah.
but it's there's a prefix. The building it's building to something. I have to
Cool.
keep reading.
Okay.
We have an appointment tomorrow too, so.
Yes.
Yeah, you guys don't
Yeah,
even
I-
mention the Dutch guy.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
by the way, I
By
have
the
to see
way.
a drunk about a. I have to see a drunk about a scroll.
Oh, a scroll.
We found
What language is it written in?
we found the Dutch doctor from the Clive expedition.
Oh,
Jan Willem van Huvelen.
I can't say it right, and I'm not going to
Yeah,
try.
not-
And he is in a very bad way. I think he saw something, or heard something. I don't know if he was like this beforehand,
No, don't know.
because he seemed desperate.
Well, he
desperate. Maybe he'll sell you. Maybe give him money.
Sell me
Whatever it is that he has.
yeah.
That's a that. I
was-
wanted to get a look at him.
He was,
Maybe-
he was,
oh,
he
maybe
was
that-
very focused
maybe
on
that Omega
deciphering.
guy.
Yes, and that's why I wanted to
The
take a
Omega
look
guys
at him.
will
I'm
give you
thinking of my
money.
help, and then that
And then
would
you use
make
the money
him-
to get the scrolls.
Yeah, but he
Who's the
may
Omega
not.
guy?
The American Omega guy, the military
Oh
guy.
yeah, that's right. Sorry.
Delta Green.
Delta
Yeah, that
Green,
guy,
yeah.
the Delta guy.
He
Oh, the
Agent
Omega
Rogers.
Protocol, Rogers.
he may not want to risk having his research sniped out from under him, though.
No, I would just help him.
No, of course. I mean, I understand your motivations, but I could also see where he would think that you might try to take it away.
Well, don't tell him about taking the research away. Just offer him money in exchange. He needs money.
He can't leave, apparently.
Well, give enough money he can leave.
The cats follow him.
Well, maybe one of those carts can come by and pick him up, with the taxi cart kind of things. Cart him away.
It's something to think about. It's something to think about whether we offer him money, but I want to see what it is first before we even offer him. So, but we do have some other things to bribe him with. So
Yep.
Well, let's get as much information as we can.
exactly,
Yeah.
exactly.
All right. I'm all in. I'm gonna go to bed.
Yep.
All right, and that is the end of Saturday the 7th.
Long day.
Sunday the 8th dawns. You guys go back.
As soon as they open.
Yeah, no, yeah, you're there.
We're
and
going to have a schedule this time. We're going to take breaks and we're going to take notes.
3 hours.
1 hour.
Kafur walks by
90 minutes.
and he takes a long look into your
90
eyes.
minutes. Okay.
Like Kafur walks by and he just sort of looks in your eyes and he goes, "Not yet."
I'm just scratching the surface so far. I have so many questions, but I need to get back in there.
We're setting him on a schedule. He's not going to read it like that.
Well, that's going to take much longer.
Whoa.
I'm ready.
Well, time is wasting.
Give me
Yeah,
those-
you go back. The book is on the table, and you dive in.
I set orders for lunch and dinner in advance.
To be brought there.
How do we, because we stayed till 8 last time. Do we think we can push till 9 or 10 this time?
I
If
mean,
we're taking,
they didn't kick you out when the museum closed.
Right.
All right, let's stick
all
around.
right. So dinner has to be here by 5 though, I'm guessing.
I'll eat fast.
Oh, right, because it closed.
Yeah.
But I think it's harder for me to get notes from you if you're reading for Like if I can break it apart, then I can. I'm not necessarily going to follow, but
All right. Make me a POW roll.
How? Here we go.
Oh boy.
there's no way I can assist, is there?
Yeah, that's a hard success.
Gosh. So not speaking Arabic makes it difficult?
I'm more just like breathe like this, center yourself,
Oh,
think
okay,
like
totally,
this.
yeah. Make a POW roll. I'm on board with that.
Yeah, you have the headdress.
Can't even get it in the.
You have the headdress though, so that adds to it.
Hey guys, they ask you 50, right?
Yeah, he's got like 75.
Geez, and yeah, with it being 75, that is a hard success.
Yeah, so yeah, you you give him what sounds like platitudes, but is actually like, you're like, no, set them, get your space ready and all this stuff, and you like help organize his notes. Make a luck roll.
Okay. So luck is success.
Yeah, all right. So your notes, because of your nature, are in English.
Okay.
And so you're like, you start like taking his notes and like trying to organize them and things like that. So it'll be a lot easier to like refer to the notes, and you clean some stuff up and that sort of thing.
Nice.
And yeah, so with a POW roll, you work through lunch. You're reading through lunch. You have to once again like physically block the book
Yeah, I know it's effective now.
to pull him out.
But I'm okay with it now. I get it.
Yeah.
Let's eat.
Yeah.
He's not going to stop tonight unless you whatever time you stop him.
I mean, well, I figure we'll push until like 10, and then we need
Okay.
to make sure he gets enough sleep.
All right.
You're his nanny.
Make a POW roll.
Got it. Oh, but 96 is a fumble, right?
Correct.
This is a 5.
95.
95.
Okay. It's not a fumble.
I can't.
We are playing with fire.
I mean, it's not a fumble. You can
It's not a fumble.
We
Yeah.
can inspire.
It's inspiring. We got plenty of inspiration. Let's.
Sorry.
What's the difference between going and reading more?
Yeah.
God, I'd love if this was
Is that-
Amy. This would be an Emma.
Yeah.
This would
That's
be an
six.
Emma.
That's 66.
All right, so you made it?
Yeah, I got scared
All
for a
right.
second there.
So he's able to pull you out at 10.
Okay.
So that's your day. During the day, you're going to the mosque?
We're going to Van.
No, Van Heuven.
Yeah, we're going to go to
Okay.
Van
We're gonna take him,
Heuvel's.
take his stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
And find as much alcohol as we can to take to
Sure,
him.
yeah, you've got
we
like
also- hotel.
I
So-
cleaned out and brought my flask, by the way.
So
I did not have my flask this time.
Are we?
Gosh, who you
Adventure?
would? So you've spent some time in Cairo,
Yeah.
and you're not loving the idea of wandering around Old Town Cairo with a lot of alcohol.
Yeah. No.
But can't
That's
we
not
hire?
happening.
I mean, the way I would go about doing it is I would ask the hotel to first of all acquire some.
Send
alcohol
hotel
for us.
to this address?
No, ask the hotel to acquire the alcohol for me.
Sure, okay.
And then ask them to get us a taxi or.
Oh, a
something.
cab will not go to that neighborhood.
Okay.
We
have to-
could like wrap it up and put it in a knapsack though,
Yeah.
so it's not like
Yeah.
visibly carrying around a lot of alcohol.
Right.
Sure.
Right.
Again, as you start, like, you don't need to find this place. A cat starts to like run ahead, and you follow the cat.
And this time I'm like, I'm gonna let someone else like pay attention to the cat. I'm like marking landmarks
Yeah,
and
yeah,
trying
sure.
to
Yeah.
make sure that I can find my way back out.
And every couple blocks, another cat, another cat, another cat. By the time you get outside of Van Heuvelen's, once again the courtyard is just full of cats, all of them sitting sphinx-like.
So on our way though, I do also want to ask Joan if she knows of anything about cats in Egyptian mythology. Like, is there
well,
something?
yeah. There's a lot of stuff about.
What is it? What is it about cats, and why would they be
they are-
so interested in him?
Well, I mean, I know enough about
Sure.
Bast and and how that the cat goddess and how but why would they be interested in him? I can only think about it's maybe the scrolls he found, so that's why we want to take a look at them.
Do you think that it has something to do with everything that we've been chasing down? I mean, it seems a little bit too odd to be coincidence.
Well, since they were following us, and then they knew enough about us to bring us here, it's got to be all
and
related.
it's right after he got fired
Yep.
from the expedition that found
Not-
the queen.
Yeah.
I'm going to avoid names
Yes.
as often as I can.
Agreed. I'm thinking that this may have something. These scrolls may have something to do with it as well. So I want to make sure I can take a look at them.
All right, and then that will be our first priority
Yes.
today. Is try to get a look at these things.
Yes, and I can. I'm hoping I'll be able to help him with the
Translation.
translations and
Yeah.
things like that. And
And that's entirely.
but
your
I
bag.
also
have-
we
I'm
also got
useless
if
there.
we have to go back to the mosque, we also have cloth and food for them.
Do I have
we
enough
decide to go
alcohol to
back.
get him so drunk he passes out?
You have enough alcohol to make you drunk and
Yeah.
pass out. Who knows if he's?
Yeah, what
I mean, that's
tolerance
saying
is.
That
something.
should do in anyone.
I had a logistics question about these guys.
Sure.
Did I expend every single bit of power from them? They're
Yes.
they're pretty much dead weight now.
So no,
well,
you feel they're slowly recharging.
that's what I needed to know.
So they're just like pulling from you a little bit at a time.
Yep.
That's cool and terrifying.
And terrifying. But I can use them again. Okay, got it. Just in case.
So you get to Van Hoevelen's, and I think we're gonna end
I was
the episode
wondering.
with the visit to Van Hoevelen, and
Okay.
so we will start with you guys
Sweet.
going into his place because. Some stuff's gonna happen, and I don't know if we could wrap it up. And I always end on time, ish.
I mean, it's only 1 minute after
Yeah,
9:30.
nicely
So
done.
you're-
Nicely done.
Other GMs.
Oh, shots fired.
Thank you so much for spending part of your geek-in with us, for your likes, your subscribes, Twitch, YouTube, Bing. There, see, I had to say one. However
Good old
you
Bing.
find our stuff, we really appreciate it. Spending our time with you is awesome. We love to see your comments. We love to hear how you think you're doing. We love to hear things you could do better. So find all the quests and chaos stuff you can do. You know the schedule. Monday, it's critical 1. Start your week off. It's natural 1. Start your week off with a critical fail. I just critically failed. Tuesday, it's the Chaos Agents doing their thing. Wednesday, this week, we're going to play Arkham Horror, the card game. You can join us live on Twitch and watch us get rules wrong in real time, or you can wait until YouTube where Thomas Foley's our voices over to say the right things. So it's that's when I draw 2 cards. We fix everything in post. We never make mistakes on YouTube. But we just finished up Pandemic Legacy, so we're going to be starting up some other board games. We'll see what we're going to do there. It's going to be exciting. We have a lot of fun stuff planned. So thanks for coming along for the ride. We really appreciate it. And thanks everybody from, I forgot the place that rated us. Mercenaries Wild?
Mercs of Mischief.
Mercs of Mischief. Thanks for rating us and joining in the
I thought
fun.
you were going to ask what your number 2 what's the name of my number 2 favorite?
Who's my third favorite?
Number 2 is Squirrel on the Run.
I'll just have a list back here.
Yes.
It's a leaderboard.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, Ezra, what are the quotes of the day?
Thank you. The quotes. I keep forgetting to do that. So the quotes are, I'd feel pretty shitty if I made this for her and she died. Emma's having this idea. Up is better than down. I like that one.
That's a general rule.
Nope, we are going in no pyramids. As much as I can't say anything, it's a negative feedback loop. And I think this is the winner for next episode. See, this is not him crazy. This is us crazy. And they're intervention cats, which is also a
I
strong...
like that one.
I like that one, too.
I think that's the name of the next episode. Just showing up.
Especially since we're starting off going into Van Heuvel's.
Some context is required for that one, but that is strong. I don't even know.
And we have 4 bits that'll carry over.
You got
to
more
next
over
week.
here.
I got
we have
3.
4 that carry over.
So those are going in
This
the
goes in
BOI.
BOI. Never use them.
we use a lot of bits
You
today.
know what?
One of them was used for keeping you
I'm
from
a sport,
losing your mind.
And I am nothing but not fair. And everything that I have over 4 will also go in the BOI. So
Wow.
I don't know.
so-
You have an obligation for some of those to kill us.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2 of them.
Yeah.
yeah, that's true. 2 of them will never and will only be used to kill you. But so I will leave myself at 4. So you have 4. I have 4.
Sounds good.
These 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 go in the BOI. That's gonna sometime trigger a giveaway. It happens way too much. We will also, next week, we're going to have another YouTube giveaway. So on next week's episode,
Nice.
we will have another way for you YouTube watchers to win some swag, some quests and chaos, well, some
Chaos.
Cthulhu swag.
Yeah.
Quests and chaos.
It's late. I'm losing the ability to speak. Good night, everybody.